Forever. Come on, baby, light my fire. Ready for the show. Now I feel your love desire. Please don't ever go. I don't care, I'm so excited. Now I feel so free. Paradise into your eyes, so let it be. All the time, I need your shiny smile. Tonight I'm really gonna play. You know that life is just a game. Forever young, we're all for one. Forever love and fun, until the morning sun. Forever.
Welcome to the Fate Prism TTRPG. This is session number 13, and we have so much prepared for today. My name's Nash, I'll be your DM, and joining us is everybody in the party. We got AI Ignister,
Radius has been added to Rush Tools, and I'm gonna try so hard to make it work, only to fail miserably.
okay then. We got Atlas Core.
I'm still half asleep.
We got Raven Soul.
I only had 3 hours of sleep and somehow I'm energized, yet when I have 8 hours of sleep, I'm depressed, in pain.
Welcome to the waking world, buddy. And we have Zibith. Sup? Alright, so in the last session, you guys visited the Blue Domain, met Doran the Shark Man, and managed to find a little bit of information about his daughter to help him get by. After which you then went to the Black Domain and rescued a ton of people from a very terrifying fate. No pun intended.
Hold on. I need to do the
And
funny bit.
Oh, ha ha.
It would've
And
been better if I was quicker with it.
and everything went up in panic as soon as combat initiated.
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
never
God.
worried.
I literally have an audio recording proving that that's bullshit.
I was never worried.
Man was scared for his life when he took 8 damage for the first time.
I was never worried. Not for a
I was never worried. Cut to the clip where he was worried.
Hey guys, I can't help but wonder if I may have bitten off more than chew. Help me! Help me!
Alright, well, it's the beginning of day number 5. After the rough night you guys had, you probably slept a very long time and very deeply. Who's going to wake up first?
You know what? I might as well wake up first.
Alright, well, when you wake up and head into the bathroom, you take a look at yourself and you notice that the draconian scales from before that you could have sworn were getting a little bit more prominent have definitely grown just a bit more than before. And your wings feel a little different. They feel stronger for some odd reason, almost like you could finally maybe take liftoff.
Huh. Well, ain't that something?
Now, who's next?
Probably say Barry. He's got to get up and get the coffee pot rolling.
Well, when Barry goes into the bathroom to take a look at himself, he notices his horns are definitely a little longer and more prominent and have an additional spike on there that you know was not there before.
You know, at this particular point in Adventures in Adam, I'm not surprised.
You also notice that you're physically even more buff and probably gained another inch overnight.
She probably thumped my head on the top of the doorway
Like you weren't already.
on my way to the bathroom. If I wasn't already, I definitely am now.
All right, and then after that would be?
Joseph.
All right, Joseph, when you go and take a look at yourself, you notice that there appears to be a genuine shrinking of some of the scars that you've had on your body for your entirety of your long life. You know they are starting to get smaller.
Well, I've seen weirder shit, but this weird shit is actually appreciated for once. Now, if only the emotional scars could be healed.
Yeah, that's going to take a little bit more.
I swear, your character has 2 personality traits. Went to war, got depressed.
Oh, boy. Yep.
I mean, it
Emotional
could be,
damage. Thank you,
it could
Ziv.
be.
Emotional damage.
I mean, character-wise, he could be so much worse.
That is true.
And I'm glad that he's at least well received.
And that means the last person to go into the bathroom is Chimo. Now, when Chimo walks in, she's going to notice that not only are her eyes 2 different colors, one pink and one white, the underside of her hair has apparently taken on a half pink, half white trait. All natural under highlights. She will also notice that her sword is missing. It is no longer in her bed.
Oh, well then.
The scabbard stays on during.
Yeah, funny.
The sword plunges into me during set.
Okay. At least
Okay,
I
that's
was
weird.
Damn it.
Yeah.
At least I was subtle, Raven. Come on now.
You know,
That's too blatant.
the audience was thinking it, Chief. I'm sorry.
Pretty much reminds me of the one clip where it was like, that's too blatant. I was trying to be subtle.
Chimo takes one look in the mirror and goes, why did my hair get ruined? And who stole my sword? Also, do I have eye powers now, or what is this shit? However, at this exact moment is when you hear a thunk on the front door. The Monday newspaper just got delivered.
Yeah. Barry rushed to the door. Well,
Of course you do.
Right here. I'll get it.
I know you ended up watching a ton of stuff regarding Sam and Max after that one reference.
Yes, I did.
And we all got reminded how totally straight they were. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that was sarcasm, Chief.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's too early in the morning for sarcasm.
And when you go up to get the newspaper, you spot Chimo's sword. It is lying right next to Sunny's cage.
Oh.
Oh, is Sonny all right?
Sunny's perfectly fine, but he's been eyeing that sword all morning.
Barry's just gonna like holler down the hallway. Hey, Chimo, did you lose your sword? It's up here in the living room. I'm not gonna mystical megaphone that. She can.
Yeah, obviously, it's too early in the morning.
Yeah, let me just let like a 2-block radius know that Chimo dropped her sword and it's in the living room. Alrighty. So Barry's just gonna go sit down at the dining room table and just flip open the newspaper like an old man. Let's take a look here. What do we got? Escapades been noted in the newspaper again. 38 missing persons recovered from near-death experience. 7 Thunder Force officers, 5 woodsmen, and 22 professional adventurers found among the rescued peoples. 4 escaped prisoners were found among them. Sentences commuted to time served. Judge Fulmo declares the horror they experienced were punishment enough. Yep, that sounds about right. Madam Miranda hold benefit concert for their healthcare bills, date and time to be announced. Wow. Oh, nice. Harken thanks the vigilante team for their self-sacrifice once again. Yep, that's us.
Dude, you really are exhausted, aren't you?
Excuse me. Sorry. That
You're
was out of
fine.
character.
Monotone.
That was out of character.
fine.
Monotone bored Barry doesn't exist. He can't hurt you. Monotone bored Barry.
Oh no! Look, look, just in character details. He's still very tired.
He's tired of
Alright.
Diadem's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the coffee pot. Let me. Hold on, I might get a bit more animated after my morning cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
You gotta love it when the character and the player are on the exact same page.
That's what I always strive for. Alright. Oh, that's better. Alright, anyways. The fishing price increase revoked. Domain master returns to his fishing guide duties with renewed vigor overnight. Yeah, finding out your one family member left is still alive would probably do that to you. His wife and leader of the fishermen committee, Oladina, comments on the largest haul in weeks. I guess not his one remaining family member. I knew he had a wife based on the pictures, but based on the story, I figured she gotten does the hand slashing over throat motion by the Marauders. Quote from the Don himself: "I owe you a debt that'll be repaid," but refused to comment further. Oh boy.
Yeah, about that. I suppose there's no harm in telling you, just like every other domain master in their own home, each and every one of them has a unique title. You didn't meet any of the other NPCs, so you wouldn't know this. Doran's is the Don.
What do we got? Like a fishing mafia going on? He's the Don.
I don't know, maybe if you talked to any of the other NPCs around, you might have found out more, but what can you do?
Point taken. Barry gets like a disgruntled look on his face at this last article. It's like, he holds up the paper so you can see it better. Oh, that ain't good. We got work to do. Gecko Brothers Brewing going out of business sale. 50% off all potions Monday to Friday. We got to save the business, boy. We got to save the Gecko Brothers. We can't let their business go under.
We never did figure that out, did we?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when did you have time?
Exactly.
Fair enough.
We went from that straight to the blue domain.
While you guys are enjoying your coffee and your early morning, the phone rings.
Hold on. No,
I'll get
you
it.
said
I'll
that.
get it. I'll get it.
You said that right when I took a sip of my coffee. What?
I have weird timing like that. It happens.
I got it. Hello?
Good morning. Am I speaking to Barry?
Yeah, yes. Who's this?
This is Nash from King Akarui's office.
Oh, Nash. Sorry I didn't recognize your voice. Kind of tired right now.
I'm going to make this brief. King Akarui wants your entire team to come down to his office. It's specifically Chimo, above all else. Something to do with her special assignment first thing this morning.
Oh boy. I'll make sure to pass the message along. We'll be in just as soon as we can.
Fantastic. I have to go now. Click.
Best of luck to you, Nat. Oh, no, there he goes.
Yeah, he was in a fucking hurry.
Alright. Well, lady and gentlemen, we've been paged by King Akarui. We gotta go see him again. And Chimo, he very specifically wanted to talk to you, so have fun with that.
So, I'm going to assume that after you enjoy a quick and simple breakfast of coffee and whatever you feel like throwing out of your actual grocery list now, you guys head straight down to City Hall?
Yeah, they just probably ate a sandwich at most.
Yep. Alright. Zib is ready to go. Alright, so
Just to be sure it's stated in character, Chimo picked up her sword from the living room, right?
obviously. Like, she would not leave house without that. Now, upon arriving at the Capitol Courts, Nash immediately flags your group down to his desk once more, his demeanor seeming a little bit more serious. You guys are right on time. Let's get you inside immediately.
Yeah, we kind of have a way about doing that.
Now, he grabs a clipboard off of his desk and guides you down the same hallway to Akarui's office and opens the door for you. And King Akarui and Anais are in the middle of a heated discussion.
Boy, time to go through the big list of NPCs. Which one was Anais? I feel like that
The
was
sheep girl, the one who beat the shit out of Nash.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Nash immediately realizes his mistake and freezes in place, looking like he just saw a ghost. But before he has a chance to go back out the door, Akarui points at him. You, all of you, wait right there. I'll be with you in a moment.
Yes, sir.
Nash very quickly gets all of you inside the office and closes and locks the door, waiting very patiently behind his clipboard as though he's about to be shot. Now, King Akarui then sighs and returns to his prior conversation. Anais, you can't expect people to follow these nitpicky rules. Fence color restrictions, edge height requirements, heavy volume level regulations. I don't care how many complaints you've received. This is nonsense and I won't enforce it. And Anais responds in a whiny tone, but think of how much it'll beautify the gated community. It'll be so much more pleasant for the seniors to see, plus you'll get to live in a much cleaner and quieter neighborhood. And Akarui just stares at her deadpan. Okay, 1, the seniors face the opposite way. 2, I practically live here. And 3, the people who own those properties can do what they want as long as they don't set them on fire. I've said this before. And Anais slams her hands into the desk, causing the whole thing to rattle. Sir, I am trying to respect your authority, but I need you to take this seriously. The noise complaints and slow self-destruction of these properties are going to drive down the value of the district. We'll start losing money when no one wants to live somewhere so ugly. And Akarui doesn't even blink. You and I both know in the history of this city that has never happened. We set those values and you know damn well they don't fluctuate under any circumstances. And Ace tries to respond, but Akarui raises a hand. That being said, I will have the noise complaints investigated and the general condition of the neighborhood therein given a thorough look. We can discuss the rest on another day. Will that suffice? Anais looks like she's ready to bite someone's head off. I suppose. But if I get one more noise complaint, I'll be the first to hear about it, yes, just like the last 7. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Damn.
I have business to attend to with our local heroes. And she turns away and glares at your group on the way out the door, giving an indignant as she slams the door behind her, which leaves Akarui alone with your group, who sighs in frustration, rubbing the bridge of his beak. My apologies for that one. She is always in some kind of mood when it comes to the gated community. Thinks it should be some pristine living space.
Sounds like homeowners association hell to me, Chief.
Yeah, much the same here.
Chimo just gives an indignant eye roll. I don't know what she wants. Lucky is locked away so the streets are peaceful, and we took care of so many of these douchebags ourselves by now. And Akarui just nods at Chimo a little bit. Trust me, I'm with you on this one. And then his gaze immediately turns to Nash. Now, Nash, we've had this conversation before. You know you're supposed to announce anyone coming my way, even if it's just you, specifically for situations like this. And you see his ears droop a bit before he continues. However, your inadvertent interruption gave me the perfect excuse to get out of that meeting, so I'm going to let it slide. This time. And he just grins. Just don't let it happen again. And you see Nash fully relax and nods a bit before heading out the door and closing it behind him. But you suddenly hear a sharp yelp from behind the door, and then silence. And Akarui rolls his eyes. Great. I was hoping I'd given him enough time to dodge Anais.
Yep, figured.
Seems to be an interesting piece of work. Like, good grief.
That is a good phrase for it.
I understand being passionate about your work, but like, shit. Why she gotta keep beating up on Nash? What's that gotta do with the job?
Your guess is as good as mine at this point.
I think she might be taking it a bit too far.
And Chimo just chimes in, well, we'll have a nice funeral for Nash afterwards, I suppose.
I hope not. Then again, medical bills might be worse than a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting to consider. We don't know what the medical bills are like here. We ain't been to the hospital but the one time to help other people as opposed to getting our help to ourselves. Anyways, that's off topic from the.
Then again, that's bound to happen when I am literally just a free doctor of the group, honestly.
Very fair point.
And Akarui clears his throat. So, on to business. First, allow me to congratulate you, Chimo, on your acceptance into the Thunder Force. After all the contributions you have made to this city, as well as your companions, it makes me proud to see you dedicate yourselves and planning to don the uniform. In fact, Commander Harken and I had a discussion regarding your very first assignment. Well, thank you. And what assignment is it that you wanted to talk about? Akarui reaches into his desk and opens up a manila folder. We've received word from the hospital of an outbreak of sorts. There's been a series of injuries regarding gold dust in open wounds that can eat healing magic, which impedes our emergency services from providing critical care.
Oh, with this stuff again.
Well, we're no strangers to that.
Why, I can already tell it's the Marauders again. Let me take care of this quickly. Akarui raises a hand. However, they have discovered a way to mitigate the effects. Healing potions let the body heal from the inside and gets around the anti-healing properties. Somehow.
So you don't have to tell us. We're the ones that figured that out.
And as you can imagine, this would have given our potion sellers a massive amount of business.
Yeah, we read in the paper that the Gecko Brothers was going out of business.
Which is where I'm going with this. This has caught the eye of some competition. A rival company called DISINJURY is selling potions at a significantly lower price. The problem is, we have no record of this business appearing, and we have no idea if their product is of quality.
And we already came to a conclusion that they might also be stealing from the Gecko Brothers. It's a
Yeah.
theory still, but there's too much pointing that way for it to be a mere coincidence.
Well, I don't personally know if the Marauders are involved, but a healthy sense of paranoia is warranted these days. And healthy business is no problem. Their wares are very warranted in the time of need, but what we need is to make sure the business is legitimate and not selling faulty wares, or, as you just mentioned, stolen. You find them, you confirm their authenticity, open and close case.
Yeah, this might be a place that I might check out.
Yeah, I want to see the Gecko Brothers, not have to go out of business. So I do want to have a hand in this. They're a nice bunch of brothers.
That they are. Harken is waiting for you at the branch office. I wish you luck on your first mission, Chimo. And at this point, he guides his hand toward the door, letting you guys leave.
All right.
Thank you, and don't worry, this will be easy cake for me. We will find the culprits behind this in no time. And Akarui smiles hearing that. I admire your enthusiasm.
We get.
Well, that was eventful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on your way out the door, you do see Nash made it back to his desk. His hair's a mess, his shirt is crumpled, and his pants pockets are inside out, and for all intents and purposes, he looks like he got mugged.
Oh.
Nash, you could talk to us if you got a problem.
He stammers some before just sighing in frustration. Anais is very easy to frustrate. She'll be the latest in a long line of bad memories I'll be leaving behind once we get off this island, and I'm willing to put up with it until we do.
I mean, just because she's annoyed at a job don't mean she gotta rough you up. Good grief. That's abuse in the workplace.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just gonna bite the bullet. It shouldn't be much longer anyways. I'm heading to the R&D building, and the Thunder Force office is on the way. You guys want a lift?
A lift wouldn't hurt. Well, you all want your morning walk, or do you want the cheat code? I am personally taking the cheat code.
Yeah, no, we've done enough for walking around this city for a few days, I think.
Yeah, we should really invest in a vehicle.
Barry pulls out his notepad and writes something down.
Alright, well, he grabs his keys and half limps his way out the door with your group, heading toward a spacious black and orange van, and opens the door for your group. Inside is surprisingly roomy, a 7-seater, and relatively new.
Wait, can Barry fit through the door?
Yes, actually, this is one of those super vans.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not my worry. My worry is Barry gonna bottom out the suspension?
Nah, this thing's designed to hold 7 people. If you take up like 2 or 3 seats, I think you'll be fine.
Fair enough. All right.
It's one of those 3-row vans.
Oh, I got you.
And he
All
just,
right.
and when he hears you guys' comments of admiration, he just grins. Nice, right? Just picked it up a month ago. Figured it'd come in handy.
Very nice, very nice. I mean, I've been wondering how useful vehicles really are when everything in the city is within walking distance, but hey, it looks nice.
He hops into the driver's seat once all of you guys are situated. Chimo will probably sit up in the passenger seat with him. The second row will be occupied by Joseph and Ignis, and the entire back row will probably just be Barry.
Reminds me of my days of superstardom. It's like being back in a limousine.
He pulls out of the parking lot and heads down the road. Can I get everyone to give me a quick notice roll?
Oh, I love quick notice rolls.
Ooh, hold on. I literally just looked at my stats. Hold on.
Did you take notice on the level up?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
have a
sure didn't.
I have a +2 in notice.
All right, well, this will
love
be the perfect
knowing-
tester for a
Oh, wait.
brand new bot.
Then actually, I have rolled and I got a +3 on die.
What in
Very
the
nice.
goddamn shit? This fucking bot. Fun. Oh my god. How am I the sniper, the one with the goddamn 0 goddamn notice roll?
Yeah, you have a
I
2
mean-
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, and it evened out into a 0.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we
What
can't
in
blame
the-
it on the dice bot anymore. The game's just bipolar.
Yeah, that's certainly a hell of a maiden voyage for your new dice bot.
Yeah, no kidding. But hey, it's faster and it's cleaner than the previous one.
+3, 0, -3, -2. Barry's gonna kind of lean up so he can, like, you know, talk to Ignis and Joseph in the middle row. And he's gonna, like, get in and kind of talk quiet. It's like, wait a minute, guys, I want y'all to think about something with me real quick. Why does Nash need to go to the R&D building?
Huh.
Like,
You know, that's actually a good question.
It wouldn't be the first suspicious thing we came across.
well, I mean, there's that, but at the same time, when we was getting in the van, I wrote this down. He said when he was talking about him getting roughed up, he was talking about how he won't have to deal with this much longer, and we won't have to be on the island for much longer. Well, how is he so confident of that?
I took note of that, and that was also very, very suspicious.
That's a red flag for sure.
You're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting, are you?
I mean, I'd hope not, but can't ignore the possibility.
You could always ask.
Well, I mean, I could, but like that might be a touchy subject.
What's he gonna do? Stop the car?
Well, here, why don't y'all just, you know, make conversation, ask why he's going to the R&D building. I can't really do much from back here. I'm not trying to shout all the way up to the frontmost seat. I could do it, but I'd blow your eardrums out.
I know if I want to, that's the thing.
Oh, you socially awkward lizard.
Oh, damn.
Like, come on, you really go get in there with Miranda, and the little bit of social conversation is gonna scare you.
Listen, that's one thing. This is another.
You've gone back to see him multiple times.
Yeah, for personal reasons.
Uh-huh.
Wait, not that personal.
Sure, buddy. It's okay. I was gonna joke that I was active in my youth as well. I was not. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, I was not. But you know, good for you.
Oh my god.
I think we broke Ignis the player.
I think you did.
See,
Oh,
Barry
God.
has no idea what Ignis's extra trips for, even though I, as a player, know. So, you know, Barry has one conclusion to draw at this point. Ignis is trying for that regalia, obviously. Hey, you know, Barry joked that he was going to help Ignis with some endurance training, but as much as Ignis is going to see Miranda, Barry doesn't think he needs to anymore. He's getting enough endurance training.
Yeah, you got that right. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Here, Joseph, since Ignis is too gunshot to apparently talk to Nash, you ask. You seem to like talking to people.
Oh, hush up. I may be vulgar, I may be unprofessional at times outside of combat, and I may be many other things that you would deem negative, but as suspicious as it is, I'm not going to intrude on it. Rather, I'd like to get my facts straightened out first before actually confirming it.
Oh, y'all watch this. Hey, Nash.
Gets punched in the face.
I wouldn't even feel it.
I'm waiting. I am waiting.
Hey, Nash, if you don't mind my asking, why are you going to the R&D building? You know, I didn't even know we had an R&D here in Diadem.
He's currently glancing in his rearview mirror and he goes, oh, right, you wouldn't know. You know how we have power in the city from the hydroelectric generator?
Yeah.
Well, my parents were engineers and helped create the drill that dug that hole down through Diadem's floor like 10 years ago to try and get us off the island on our own way, but there were some complications. Among them being that the island is kind of like floating on top of the water instead of being built into the earth like other islands. Magic bullfuckery far as we could tell, and diving headfirst into the ocean's a bit of a suicide mission.
Right.
About 2 years ago, I made a proposal to King Akarui and a few of the scientists and engineers that we can make a submarine and use it to escape through the hole in the island my parents made. And he finally approved it a month ago, a full ride budget and everything. We're building it at the R&D building right now, and we're going to test it out in the ocean domain later once it's finished. And if it all works, we could be out of here in a matter of months.
That's awesome. Really glad to hear that.
If all goes well.
Barry just kind of nods and then like glances over at the two in the middle seat, being like, "It's just that simple. It's just that simple."
Like Ignis is just gonna smack him in the head, knowing full well it's not gonna do anything.
It's like smacking a brick wall. It's like smacking a wall. Just no give, no budge. That barely feels like a living being. Ignis, you gotta work on your swing there, buddy. You gotta your follow through ain't quite enough, which is real shocking because I figure you would have had a bit more follow through on your hits with using a sword and all.
Yeah, I am very much aware that that's not gonna do anything. That's why I did it as hard as I did.
Oh boy.
Had I known it was gonna hurt you, I would have done it softer. But knowing you, that probably wouldn't.
Ignis, respectfully, shut up a second. Ain't that the Thunder Force office right there we passing?
As he mentions it, the Thunder Force office was just passed up, and the vehicle is getting faster.
Surely Chimo notices this as well.
Obviously. Nash up in the front seat mutters a little bit. I really hope you guys are buckled up.
Nash,
Why?
what you doing, buddy?
He's staring in his rearview mirror and his ears drop flat. I was really hoping it was my paranoia at play, but I think we're being followed.
We are.
Well, if it makes you feel...
Barry turns around to kind of subtly glance in the back windshield.
Your van is being chased by 3 chopper-style motorcycles, 2 of which are carrying a pair of people each in leather jackets and black motorcycle helmets.
Oh, shit.
And the third one in the middle is wearing a familiar-looking, oddly shaped helmet and long coat.
Of course he is. But why are they everywhere we try to go?
That is a fantastic question. You should probably write that down.
Okay, I want to throw this bit out of character. And here we were just being suspicious of Nash, and he's more on the ball than we are. Here we were being suspicious of him.
Yep.
Oh my god. And Chimo just turns around. Oh look, it's the Marauders. They want to play with us again. Good thing I have my sword with me to cut them all apart.
Chimo, get back here with me. We could sling spells at them from the back of the van.
You know, funny you mentioned that, because this is not going to be a normal combat interaction. This is going to be an in-vehicle combat interaction.
Oh shit,
boy.
you have vehicle combat rules?
Hold on.
Yes!
Wait a minute.
Does that mean that technically there's that? Ooh, wait a minute. Can you fly as fast as how fast? What's your top airspeed?
Good question. We're about to find out.
I mean, if that's what you want to try and do, that's fine, but this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
After a few moments, the one in the middle breaks away from the other 2 and drives a different direction, but the passengers on both of those motorcycles pull out weapons aimed at your windows. Yes, it's a drive-by.
Joseph looks over to Nash. This thing got a sunroof on it.
He reaches up to a handle and throws back the sunroof opening. It's a manual.
Well, you all got the sides. I'll get the top covered.
You got it, Chief. You know, interesting idea. If we wanted to have Ignis, if Ignis wanted to get out of the vehicle and fly, Ignis could try going to tail that third motorcycle that broke off, which I assume had Buckethead.
Okay, if this is a vehicle combat encounter, I assume you have the map up.
Yeah,
Speak of the devil.
Just drop the mirror link. Alright, I'm gonna switch the view. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a couple of initiative rolls for the motorcycles, and then I'm going to have Nash roll for the initiative for everyone in the vehicle.
Well, before you roll for initiative, I want to throw out an interesting idea.
Mhm.
Ignis, did you want to like get out and fly alongside us?
Yeah.
Was that the plan? Well, I was gonna say,
Yeah, that was the plan.
if you want to go out and fly, I kind of think we have these two motorcyclists handled. You could go try and tail that one that broke off.
All right.
I know, it's up to you. I just want to say it could be like an interesting
No.
idea. Because Nanashi,
I like-
the motorcycle that broke off from the pack, I assume that had Buckethead.
The one with
One-
the odd helmet and long coat, yes.
Yeah. I'd kind of like to see where he's going, but again, I leave it up to Ignis' discretion. Just
No,
throw
I
the
actually
idea.
kind of like that. I actually like that idea. I'm gonna go with it.
And yes, I've written him down in my notes as Buckethead.
So good news, you guys will get to go first.
Sweet. Now how
So
do we
here's-
determine the initiative roll? Now how do we determine who goes first amongst us?
I will let the three of you decide that. The first thing we're going to do is allow Ignis to jump out of the car's sunroof and try to tail the motorcyclist.
We need to get like walkie-talkies or something so we can communicate. Actually, wait, don't we have
Walkie-talkies in our militarily provided backpacks that I'm the only
I
one
was
that's wearing
wondering
it?
when you were going to remember that.
Yeah, no, we have walkie-talkies. Wait a minute.
We have military radios in the backpack, and I'm the only one that wears it canonically.
I'm be real here, Chief. With a lot that's been going on, up until now, we haven't needed to use a lot within the goddamn military backpack.
That is
Hell,
true.
Yeah.
We didn't even.
Yeah,
need to
and
use
the
the
one time we
flashlights.
need it, none of
it-
you have the walkie-talkies.
All right.
We'll rectify that later, like we did with the flashlights in the black domain. Don't worry.
So we didn't rectify shit in the black domain. I was the only one with a flashlight, and I chucked it over the other side of the gold wall just to see.
No, that was the compass.
That was the compass. No, you're right, damn it.
So let's get started. First off,
Joseph is going to take initiative. He is going to peer out from the goddamn sunroof and take aim with his handy-dandy sniper rifle.
all right, how about this then? Joseph can go first, Chimo can go second, Barry can go third, and the motorcyclist will go last. How's that?
Fair.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Then
Now-
who are you aiming at? The one in D3 or the one in D4?
Let me look over my list because I'm going to do the very funny that we brought up.
Oh, right. Due to his level up, Joseph's vulture sign got a slight upgrade. He now has the ability to use it in combat as an item action and gains a slight advantage against targets that it's pinned to.
I believe it costs 1 mana still, correct?
The cost has not changed.
Okay, just double checking. But yeah, he's going to aim at the driver and D3, and for the item action, he will use that. He will mark it.
So you're going for the driver?
Yes, he's going to mark the driver, which will cost 1 MP. And then, for the attack option, we are going to use piercing ammo. So that will put me from 8 bullets to 7.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yes, we are doing a lot here.
All right, give me a shot.
And then, well, for another mana point, he will imbue it with fire.
Oh,
You have given me the tools of mass destruction.
let's see it. Give me that shoot roll, buddy.
That is a total of 3.
So, because you use it against an enemy that you had pinned with your targeting system, that means that it's a 4.
Oh yeah, God, I keep forgetting that it's also a fucking buff. That is a 4, and
It looks like he swerves out of the way just in the nick of time to avoid that bullet.
God damn
Damn.
it.
However, now that that has been declared, you do have the option to do a +2 on that with a fate point if you really like to.
Yes, I'm going to actually do that.
All right, then in that case, my comment has changed. He doesn't just
So-
barely dodge the bullet barely hits him in the shoulder and goes through to the next person's shoulder behind him. All right, so Chimo, what do you want to do? It's your turn now. All right, she's going to use a white spell to hit the 2 motorcycles. Level 2, the line spell, or level 3, the giant AoE spell? The giant AoE for the more damage. Completely fair. Give me an academics roll, and since your academics is a 5, this ought to be good.
Yep. It's gonna be hard to dodge.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be hard to
It would be
dodge
hard
with.
to drive a snow. It would be hard to dodge a snowstorm.
Unless the dice, aka the game, said otherwise.
We'll find out.
Okay, if you can dodge a whole snowstorm, then I'm sorry, you must be John Wick, or at least related.
I was thinking Ultra Instinct, but details.
Amateurs, I'll show them now how you stop this vehicle bullshit in an instant. Oh, you rolled a 5. Okay. Let's see if they
Perfectly
got
balanced.
Oh, shit.
That modifier doing the Lord's work.
I love it when the dice spot once again simps for Chimo. Cool.
At least it
I mean,
didn't put
that's
you at a
not-
minus like the previous one, Chimo. All things considered, you still rolled decently because you hit both of them.
Yeah, it's just a very swingy dice system. It's either feast or famine.
Well,
It really isn't.
at least we're not eternally damned. So
Because your modifier is still a 5, you still rolled a 5.
yes,
It doesn't
it's
hate you
still-
so much as to give you a -3 like it did the first time. It likes you more in combat.
It doesn't hate you. It's indifferent to you because it's completely neutral.
Yeah, whereas it's been
It's
shitting on
indifferent to all
Joseph
of
since day one. Not only did all 4 of the people get hit, the motorcycles got hit, and those motorcycles took a significant amount of damage. They're wobbling.
In my head, I'm just imagining that scene from The Mask. Freeze! Instantly frozen. The ice.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen the movie, but I know what you're talking about.
To Chimo's amateur comment, Joseph will look down and say, "Don't start getting a big head yet until they're off our asses. Then we can equally celebrate."
So, Barry, it is now your turn.
It's now my turn. So this van, does it have like a hatch in the back that I could open?
Yes, it does.
All right, cool. We're gonna throw that bitch open. Politely. We ain't trying to. I know we're in a combat situation, but I'm not trying to break Nash's nice new van.
Of course.
And we're going to use my upgraded Mystic Megaphone ability.
Oh,
Since I leveled up, the upgraded version allows me to use it as an attack. I love yelling at people for damage.
Okay, Dokuku, calm down.
So the way this works for the audience at home, I pay 1 MP and it essentially gets treated as the arrow spell, so a wind elemented, and it hits all enemies in one zone at any range. So yay. I'll also be aiming for the one in D3.
all right, let's see it.
Yep.
Man, y'all are just bullying the ones in D3.
Hey, remove action economy, baby. Remove them from the board.
You know what? Fair enough.
Survey says, +2 total.
All right, well, let's see if D3 dodges that one. Oh, boy. Yeah, he dodged by a pretty wide margin.
Okay, so
You,
I'd
say,
have to re-roll to get that.
you say
Yeah, I
survey
understand.
says, and I am now thinking of several goddamn Family Feud moments.
Yeah. But yeah, so Bear throws open this back hatch. It just takes a deep breath. Like honestly a deeper breath than anyone ever should. He's just gonna yell at him with all the force he could possibly muster. Y'all made bad choices. And just as the choices comes out of that sentence, just this giant ass sonic boom like shockwave emerging from him. And it missed, but it was really cool.
Yes, it was. The people on the motorcycle saw it coming and managed to rev up and do a quick wheelie to get themselves just far ahead enough to where it hits the ground but doesn't hit the bike.
Yeah.
Survey says naked grandma.
Dude, that's one of my favorites. I'll think about that so often. What's something that you would not want to see when you broke into a house? Bing! Naked grandma!
Naked what? All right. Well, let's
Name
get
a
back
yellow fruit. Orange.
I don't really have much to do in the item or movement department, so you know what? I'm gonna use my movement action to shut the back hatch back for cover.
You know what? That's a smart idea.
You know, I may be nearly impervious at this point. It still kind of stings, you know?
Yeah.
It's like getting shot is like, you know, if someone like, if you like got hit with a ping pong ball, you know, it still stings.
Alright,
Yeah.
so here's what's going to happen. The bikers in D3 are going to swerve up to C4. And they're going to pull out a pair of... the passenger is going to pull out a pair of gold pistols.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to aim it at whomever he can aim at. Given that Barry is in the back seat, it will make the most logical decision that he will be the one getting hit by this.
Oh, R.I.P. Nash's windshield.
Well, let's find out if that's what happens.
Your insurance better cover marauder attacks.
Okay, so apparently I'm rolling crappy today. Nash sees the guns and swerves just to the opposite side of A3 and dodges both bullets. But the ones in D4, however, you see their bikes suddenly start to glow bright red. They're taking a page out of Joseph's book, and you see them suddenly rev up and try to smash their motorcycle right into Nash's car.
Ignis's
Oh.
He infused the motorcycle with fire.
Okay, Ghost Rider, calm down.
It is actually in the rules that you can do that.
That's pretty bitchin'.
Now, here's the thing. There is a trade-off. If you use your vehicle as the weapon, depending on the vehicle, it will do a different amount of damage, but the vehicle itself will take a point of damage if it makes a hit.
You know that makes sense.
In motorcycles cases, they deal 2 damage, I believe it is, on a hit, and with the infusion, it would be a 3. So we're going to find out.
He's gonna miss.
You see Nash suddenly hit the brake as the motorcycle almost clips the front tire and just dodges. By the way, Nash the entire time has been freaking the fuck out. He's basically pulling a Barry from last session. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god.
Just
You know,
stay
in the-
calm and
to
keep
the average-
driving.
Joseph will look down at Nash for a second just to try and comfort him and give a morale boost to a degree. Stay focused on the road, soldier. I've been in tank fights way worse and more hectic than this.
Tanks probably don't go as fast as this van.
And then the passenger pulls out a rifle and aims it right through the window, right at Nash.
So much for staying calm.
And this rifle suddenly starts glowing black.
Oh no. It's okay,
Let's
he's
see what
gonna
happens.
miss.
Oh boy. So, in a fit of desperation, Nash freaks out and manages to just push the barrel of the gun out of the range of himself, but it does blow out the side of the window that Chimo is sitting in. She doesn't get hit, but that window is now shot. Instead of him taking the damage, the vehicle took a couple of points.
This is
Oh.
awesome.
I assume you guys are having fun.
This is awesome.
Well, I mean, I might not be participating, but this sounds like fun.
Yeah, we'll get back to you in a minute, by the way. Top of the roster.
Well, Nash, you know how to dodge a gunfire, but at least you know who to sue if your car gets totaled here.
Please don't let my car get totaled. I haven't even had it a month.
Once again, you know who to sue.
You got that
and I
insurance
hope the
premium
Marauders
paid
have
up,
a
don't
lot
you?
of...
Yes. Yes.
This is what it's for.
You know?
And also, well, the Marauders should have plenty of stolen money for you to get some from, so...
We'll see. All right, so top of the roster. Joseph, go for it.
Well, you know I gotta do it. I'm gonna aim at the people literally at the side of us.
Are you going to aim at the driver, passenger, or the bike itself?
Well, I do want to say, Joseph, I do have a plan that might just completely incapacitate the ones next to us.
Such as?
Well, you see, if I just grab and remove the driver, motorcycles need a driver.
Well, I was about to shoot the driver, Chief.
True, but like, you know, I thought it'd be really funny if I Herculean held one of the driver of the one next to us, and then the motorcycle without a driver, roll over.
If this is the same one that I shot in the shoulder, they should still have the burning status alongside the now ice status, so...
Oh, that's true, and they use their movement to catch up from that.
Funny as shit.
Burn, baby, burn.
Anyway, once again, I'm gonna use a normal sniper round, putting me from 62 to 61, and I am going to imbue this shot with the good old orange magic, so that will be another mana point.
Alrighty.
Okay, that is fucking damn.
Damn, that's a low roll. You want to
Ooh.
fate point that reroll that, or
Yeah, I am going to fate point reroll that.
under what character aspect?
I assume we already did elite sniper. I don't know if I can do that again.
You can do it as many times as you want. You can just only use it once per attempt.
Fair.
So, Hell Scavenger Elite Sniper then?
Yes.
Alright, so he's too good of a marksman to miss this shot?
Yes.
Alright,
I'm going to try and... Yeah, I'm going to try and reroll this.
let's see it.
It went up by 1.
Oh,
You know what? I'll fucking keep it, see what happens. You know, maybe luck will be on my side. Maybe.
so the funny thing is, you matched. So instead of hitting him directly, it bounces off of his handle,
I'm about to crash out on this website.
which makes him do the whole hand shaky thing like he just got his fingertip burned, but he did get hit by the 1 point and the desync effect, so he will have disadvantage on his next attempt.
Okay, I'm just refreshing this page. There we go.
New dice rolls.
Crashing out of the new dice book.
Yes, I am.
Alright, so Chimo, it is your turn. What will you be doing? There's actually one within melee range if you're willing to reach over Nash and hit him with a sword, otherwise...
Dude.
Oh, she's gonna try and rock the sword.
Oh, I was about to say, I was about to joke that Chimo reaching over Nash to hit them with the sword would literally just look like the, she wanted to order me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
basically.
talking about?
Okay, so here's the question, Chimo. Are you gonna attack the driver, the passenger, or the motorcycle? The driver. Alright. So, give me a fight roll with that sword. If I recall correctly, we actually upgraded her fight stat. Okay. An overall 2. Survey says...
Perfectly balanced. All things should be.
Well, shit. You actually hit him.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, so...
Heck yeah.
You managed to jab him in the side with your blade and hit him with that earth infusion, which means that now he is going to have even more difficulty driving the vehicle.
Oh boy.
And when your blade loses its brown infusion, yeah, no kidding. If it's not you, it's my die. If it's not the dice bot, it's mine.
See, if the Nashi's rolls are as swingy as they are with physical dice, I don't think any bot is gonna save us. I think we just gotta accept it.
We're going to arrive at the final boss of the entire campaign where the rolls actually matter and get fucked over.
It's just nothing but minus.
Okay, if I got that prediction correct in the near future, you can beat me up all you want, I guess. I don't know.
On my way.
Yeah, and before, hold on, and before the final boss is like, I don't know, Shinryu from the city of Final Fantasy.
Oh no.
Damn.
So, Chimo hit him with her blade. He got hit with the earth infusion as well as the damage, and her blade goes dark and then comes back up yellow.
How does Chimo's sword work again? It gets the infusion of the last type of magic the target used?
Yes, and if the person has not used magic in the last combat, I roll a random d12 and give her a status based on how it lands.
Well, didn't the driver just use fire magic to whoosh up to us?
Oh, my mistake. You're right. Yep. You got me. It comes back up red. My mistake.
Fail RP. Fail RP.
I'm having so much fun with this. I'm losing track.
It'd be one of them in
That
combat
happens.
encounters, don't worry.
And the blade comes back up red, which means that she has a fire infusion on her sword. She's got a flame blade.
Damn, even without me being in the combat, y'all still have fire access to fire.
I was about to say all of. I mean, yeah. You see, that's the thing I've always laughed about. You know, all of us here, including you, despite you having access to no magic, we all constantly light shit on fire.
Yep.
I've done fire-infused Herculean holds. Raven's done fire-infused bullets. You are a dragon.
I mean, fire is just effective, Chief. I don't know what
The
else
only
to
one
tell
that
ya.
doesn't normally do fire is Chimo, because she only has access to pink and white magic. But that's what she has. What the fuck was the sword's name?
The Mikazuki Munachika.
Yeah, it's Mikazuki Munchika.
The new Mitsurugi card, yeah, she has that as a weapon.
Funny.
You see, I'm more
Anyways,
familiar with Mikazuki Munchika from Future Card Buddy Fight.
yeah. So, back on topic though, Chimo has taken her turn since she can't use movement and she doesn't have any items that she can use right now. So, I guess that means it's Barry's turn. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Well, I'm a man of my word. I wanted to try and do this because I thought it would be funny. I'm just gonna yell at Nash, punch it, try and get in front of this motorcycle next to us. I got an idea.
Alright, well, he gets about as high up and as close as he can so that the hatchback is lined up to about where the driver's side wheel is.
Perfect. Hold her steady. I throw the door open, and I'm gonna roll to Herculean hold the driver. And what this is gonna look like is I'm gonna reach out, try and grab the back of his shirt, and just lift, like a cat picking up a naughty kitten.
Give me a roll.
Barry's hopes is that if I yoink the driver, the passenger won't be able to like grab the controls fast enough to, and he's just gonna crash.
It's a possibility.
You know what? No, I refrained for too long. You're picking it up like a naughty kitten. Damn, I didn't know Barry was a Discord mod.
No. Okay, I'd like to change my target and Herculean hold Joseph instead,
Funny.
and then I'd like to throw him out the back of the van.
I mean, if you hit the second motorcycle, it'll take out the combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna speed bump him.
Alright, so continuing on though. Come on. Give me the roll,
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm giving you the roll.
Oh!
That's a total of 8. Damn.
What? How does he get rolls like that? And I've been getting bullshit.
I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there's any roll I can make that would actually allow that to happen. Nope. So you crit on that one.
Get over here.
So I'm going to be honest. What was going to happen is that once you picked him up and pulled him off the motorcycle, the passenger was going to reach up and try to grab for the handlebars, which was going to be a chance roll. But since you crit on this roll, I'm going to reward that. Instead of just giving you the additional damage, I'm also going to say that he couldn't quite get to the driver handles in time, and his motorcycle skids off to the side, and he falls behind. He is now out of the combat.
That's one down.
I mean,
Oh, that's
he was
right, I
also
forgot.
on
I
fire,
also do 1
and
damage on hit.
frozen.
So you currently got a dude in your grasp. You just gonna hold on to him, I guess?
This, on one hand, Barry don't like actively try to kill people, so having him throw the guy and try to use him as a speed bump for the other motorcycle feels too much. But it's too funny to not.
I mean, Joseph was also gonna suggest to just hang on to him because we can literally interrogate him, so...
I mean, assumedly we're gonna like hunt all these goobers back down with the Thunder Force and arrest them anyway, so the interrogation is gonna happen regardless.
But it
I
probably
mean-
wouldn't be a bad idea to hang on to him regardless.
Yeah, you're probably right. Barry wouldn't actively throw a dude into traffic.
Fail
It'd be
RP,
so funny
fail
though.
RP.
Like, I'm not gonna do it, but it would be so funny.
I love just chanting fail RP whenever I can.
Yeah, I noticed.
You know what? I'm gonna drag him into the van, shut the hatch behind him. I want this dude to be scared. You're stuck with me now.
And he is freaking the fuck out. But he can't get away.
Nope. He cannot.
So, the biker that's left pulls up beside you in zone A4, and the passenger pulls out a pair of gold pistols.
Oh, look, here we go again.
And this time he's aiming for the car's tires.
Oh.
Oh shit. So, you hear the bang bangs, and both bullets hit the right side tires of Nash's car.
Oh.
Now, the car is still moving forward, thankfully, because due to the nature of how these vehicles are constructed, the tires aren't just like rubber and air. But the car is slowing down.
Oh no.
So that means
Uh-oh.
his vehicle took 4 damage.
Well, there's a tire change.
Yep. All right, back to the top of the roster, Joseph.
Now, hopefully I can pull off a cinematic move here. Here's what I'm thinking, if it is an option.
I'm listening.
If I were to use Vulture Sign, could I mark where the gas tank is?
Well, let's be clear about something. Vehicles don't use gasoline, but you can mark the engine itself.
Yeah, Joseph will mark the engine, and then I'm going to, always make sure I'm going to use one of my piercing bullets, and then I am going to, I'm going to infuse it once again with fire. Another MP used. Let's do this.
All right, let's see it. All right.
Okay, that is a okay, that would be a 5.
Yes, it would.
I'm confident in that. Let's fucking see them. Let's see them try to beat this
All right, let's see if that roll works.
before they match.
No, you hit.
Oh shit.
Yay.
You successfully damaged the vehicle. The thing is, motorcycles only have 5 hit points, so you took him out of the fight as well.
And y'all got out with minimal damage.
Well, they did.
Bullseye.
The car didn't.
Reminds me of when I dropped a landmine on that tanker back in insert war location here. God, I can't think of one place at the moment.
It's fine.
Tired.
So, during vehicle-related combat, if you take out the vehicles, the people go with them, which means that the fight is automatically over once the vehicles are gone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
However, if they manage to stop your vehicle, the fight resumes on foot.
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Welcome back.
Okay, so hold on.
Oh.
I get I get the logic. So like if we defeat the vehicles, so like we just continue driving with no questions, but if they stop the vehicle, then they just stop and then get off to finish the job.
Exactly. So thanks to you guys hitting the vehicle hard enough to break it, the fight has ended.
Oh, damn.
In which
I missed the most exciting part.
Yeah, vehicle combat was never meant to be something that was long and drawn out, but it is a different way to have a combat engagement and not take as much time. At least I think it is.
Joseph finally got his goddamn finishing move.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, after that successful shot, not caring what happened to the 2 people, Joseph is just going to lower himself back into the van and stare at the dude we currently have hostage. Now, unless you want to get thrown onto the road as well, I suggest you start talking.
And he is freaking the fuck out. He is trying his hardest to scramble his way out of the vehicle in whatever way he can manage, knowing full well he can't because Barry is twice his size. In every dimension.
Okay, Bud, listen. Barry's gonna try and talk to him. He didn't calm down. And it's like, okay, Bud, listen here. I ain't gonna try and bullshit you. We're kind of doing a good cop bad cop thing, but I'm actually, trying to vie for your safety a little bit. Just take a breath and listen. We ask you questions. You answer these questions. No physical harm will come to you. And bear in mind that if there will be any physical harm, I'll be the one to do it because I'm the one who's currently got you locked in the vice grip. So I give you my word, you give us what we want to know. And ain't nothing bad gonna happen apart from getting arrested. But, arrested is definitely the least of your concerns when you got that man right over there, points at Joseph, to deal with. Got it?
That's actually a pretty good attempt. Give me a rapport roll and I'll counter it.
You got it. Let me just remember where my rapport is at. Still at
When
+1.
As he points at Joseph, I'm just now picturing Joseph just twitching spasmically like Kinger did in the first episode of Amazing Digital Circus. He's the crazy one over there.
Chimo notices that the third fight from the beginning disappeared. Didn't we forget to take one of those guys out? One of the enemy groups is missing.
Yeah,
yeah,
Ignis went after that one. Speaking of which, we
yeah,
should
that
probably
one.
report in.
That one broke off from the pack right before the shots started going off. I had a good view of it from back here.
All right, so we'll pause this part right here and go back to Ignis and see if we can figure out something for him to do during this chase. Now, bear in mind that motorcycles drive pretty fast, and while he has genuine flight, that's not exactly something that can keep up easily. He doesn't have the same jet propulsion ability that Audigan has, obviously.
Well, he is just now learning, to be fair.
Yeah, so at best, what we'd probably do is say that you're trying to chase him to see where he's going more so than trying to stop him. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah.
All right, tell you what. Give me a roll of one of your stats that you think will apply to this that you can use to track him. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the best opportunity. We'll label this as a stealth roll. See if you can stealthily follow him overhead in the air in a way that he cannot trace you.
Well, I mean, I got a 5, so.
So you did. So it looks like this motorcycle heads deep into the Essentials District, which building you're not exactly familiar with because you don't have a map on hand, but it's roughly in the center. But from there, you lose track of him, and it doesn't look like he saw you.
Well, several things to note. One, I should really get used to these wings. 2, well, at least I know the general idea where they're headed. Might as well inform the others.
All right, so with that in mind, it's pretty easy to find where they are because by this point, they're still in the middle of combat from your perspective. So you'll be able to follow the screeching tire sounds, the exploding vehicles, and the general screams and dismay of people being captured by Barry. So you'll be able to regroup with them pretty easily. Now, Nash's car finally stops and arrives at the Thunder Force office itself. He manages to get it just far enough to park in front of it. And his car is under half hit points, so it will definitely require a wrecker to move it away from here. But upon your arrival, you see the Thunder Force office is bustling with activity today. Officers coming and going in rapid succession. And a familiar face peers out the door. The cat girl Binks that administered the Thunder Force test for Chimo. And she quickly jumps down, clipboard in hand, to get a full report.
This is where Ignis joins up with the others.
Yes, this will be the perfect opportunity for you to swoop down and join back in with the rest of your group.
We'll see if
So-
y'all managed to get away with minimal damage.
And you see that 2 of the tires are blown out, one of the car doors is shot in half.
Minimal damage, at least to Nash's car here, is not the phrase I would be using. Though the persons are at least unharmed, so. But that insurance is gonna be a bitch.
I bet. And I think you managed to capture someone.
He hasn't talked yet. Honestly, I wanted to throw him into traffic, but laws.
He is still currently being held by Barry in place. He's still trying to squirm his way out. He is not trying to be cooperative at all. Now, once Binks gets the report from Nash, she runs back inside, and Commander Harken marches his way out the door a minute later, raising a hand and pointing at various officers. You, grab the warning signs and set up a safety barricade. Mark this segment of road closed. You, gather a squad of 2 more officers and backtrack their vehicle. And you, contact the city cleanup crew, advise them to be prepared for broken glass and metal shrapnel. And he finally approaches your group and Nash, arms crossed. You really do have a knack for popping up anywhere there is trouble.
I mean, we were literally just driving. Well, Nash here was literally just driving us, and well, points over to where Barry's clutching the dude. We managed to capture one of them.
He turns to Nash and places a hand on his shoulder. Nash, right? Follow Officer Binks inside so we can fill out a full, proper report. We'll contact the auto repair company for you. And frustrated, Nash sighs heavily, thanks Harken passively, and walks in ahead of your group. And Harken turns to you, his gaze turning more serious. Heroes, please follow me. We need to talk.
If I had $1 for every time I've heard that around these parts, I'd probably be rich.
I mean, a dollar does have a pretty good exchange rate on Z.
That is true. So, Harken guides you through the branch office to his personal office in the back, holding the door open for all of you. And once you're all inside, he closes it carefully but flips the lock audibly loud. Please have a seat. This won't take long.
Yes, sir.
Now, the office isn't anything spectacular, a formal pale blue room with wooden desks and tables and brown leather chairs and couches to match, and he sits down in his office chair behind his desk, which is coated in a foot-high pile of paperwork and folders across every inch of it.
I'm going to take an estimated guess that 80 or 90% of that paperwork is something to do with the Marauders.
You would be correct.
Yep, no matter what we do, they're just always popping up, and they most definitely have a ringleader who loves to parade around.
Harken leans in a bit. I'll be blunt. Chimo, you are a brand new officer and are underqualified for most missions of significant responsibility. However, your records of aiding the people in Diadem have not gone unnoticed, and that has earned you some special leniency. We'll be bypassing formal training and putting you in the field immediately as a full-fledged officer.
Here, Chimo, we always joked that all our work would get you some early promotions.
Given how serious the circumstances are, they're going to need more hands on deck.
And Chimo just goes, great to hear. And Harken continues, but because we are not madmen, we will be starting you with a simple, low-priority investigation case. This new potion business appeared when the demand for healing potions was at its highest due to this gold dust outbreak, which we have deemed to be suspicious timing.
Yeah, we have a theory that they might be stolen goods from the Gecko brothers.
Well, it might be professional paranoia speaking, but I do believe there is Marauder involvement since they've been known to scare members of the public into silence in the past, and it would explain why we have no eyewitness statements or anything to go on for the most part when it comes to what's been happening to the Gecko Brothers Brewing Company.
Well, we figured that, and also, well, when we went to visit, they said that they were stocked up on everything only to be low on all of the vital stuff, yet they've seen multiple people walk in and out.
They also used to mention Lucky used to come in on the regular. That's suspicious in and of itself because it's Lucky.
Now, DISINJURY is the target for your investigation. We cannot find a base of operations, we have no confirmation of quality control, and we have no idea of how the sales are being made. Yet they are supposedly outselling our established potion brewers and delivering these potions directly to homes and businesses within 24 hours, if not less.
It definitely sounds like your typical alleyway sales. So that would be quite the place to look. They wouldn't just blatantly do it out in the open on the streets for you all to see. Or maybe they would. Honestly, they're getting bolder by the day, but we can honestly cover a large section with the alleyways.
Kind of interesting to think about. Does Diadem have a dark, seedy underbelly?
Would surprise you if I said yes?
Not really. Every city has its problems. Do we have do you, as an experienced Thunder Force officer and resident of Diadem for more than Barry checks his watch that he doesn't have for comedic effect 3 days, do you know any place where the less fortunate or the Marauders like to gather? Any dark alleyways or such?
That is one of the reasons the Marauders have been a persistent problem. They don't have a genuine gathering place out in the open that we've been able to distinguish. And when it comes to downtrodden people that they might be trying to sell to, their clientele seems to be a mixed match. They don't have a dedicated group of people they're exclusively selling to. They're selling to whoever they seem to want to reach.
So we'd have to narrow the overall surroundings of the sales, and they're most definitely not being taken place in public. Because in the public eye, well, not only would you all be intervening by now, but especially the Gecko brothers most definitely.
Speaking of which, ordinarily if we didn't already know that these potions were being stolen, I would recommend you start by investigating anyone involved in making or selling the potions. Bottle makers, ingredient sellers, brewers, anyone you can think of that might be able to give you a lead. And I would still recommend you at least give them a chance, given that there's a possibility that this business might be legitimate, just operating under very unusual circumstances.
Right. Well, we've already hit up the Gecko Brothers in our own time, so that just kind of leaves ingredient growers and bottle makers.
Now, of course, since you are an official employee of the company, you would not be expected to work without pay. You'll be paid the same amount as any Thunder Force officer, Chimo. That is 25Z an hour in advance for the morning shift.
Okay, 25Z an hour. That's way more than what they're paying outside the island for police work.
Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
He immediately hands her a small pouch with 100Z right up front, no questions asked. And of course, no Thunder Force operative would be complete without one of these. And he places a silver shield badge with a Thunder Force plated in a round bold font around a lightning bolt right in front of Chimo as well.
Speaking of employment, all this Marauder action has nearly made me forget that I need to do that thing in order to work at the school.
Wasn't that like the whole point of us going to the white domain to start with?
Yes,
Was
it was to get approval for a test, I believe, but we haven't been able to do that because the Marauders just love peeking their little cruddy heads.
Yeah, and old Buckethead. Actually, that's another thing. Harken, have y'all, in the recent Marauder attacks, have y'all been seeing this fellow with this kind of long cloak and this knightly bucket helmet? He's been a reoccurring figure across the past several Marauder attacks that have happened with us, and it's rather concerning.
He leers at you for a moment and thinks about what you just said. Ordinarily, I'd be only willing to disclose this information to certain individuals, but given your track record alongside Chimo, I'm willing to authorize you to know this information. And Chimo says, none of this will leave the office. And he nods a little. He stands up and grabs a folder out of a file cabinet nearby, opening it up, and has very blurry photos of the person that you're describing.
Yep, that's him. I mean, shoot, we even saw him with the Marauders that just tried to take us in Nash's van outside. What else is in the folder? Is it just the blurry photos?
As far as you can tell, it's just the blurry photos. Whoever this person is oversees certain operations as a kind of chaperone and protector of the Marauders. From what we understand, he mirrors the Thunder Force's use of lightning magic and combat style, so we assume that he is either ex-Thunder Force at best or possibly the Mole at worst.
Oh, that's right. Y'all did have worries about a mole. Oh, that's rather concerning.
Now, as far as you're concerned, Chimo, we already have uniforms pre-prepared as well, but given the investigative nature of this case, if you feel civilian clothing is better for you, we can allow that as well. In addition to that, I understand that the four of you tend to travel as a group. Ordinarily, we prefer to have our individual officers paired up with other officers, but you seem to work decently well together, so we are willing to allow the three of you to accompany Chimo as advisors. It is still her investigation, but you are permitted to help.
Yes, sir. Understood. Barry gives like a sloppy, half-hearted salute. Just, yes, sir, you got it.
And Chimo goes, I do prefer my own clothes anyway, so thank you. All right, so you have been given your case to investigate, Chimo. Where do you guys think you should go?
Well, I mean, there is like I did want to visit like a weapon shop.
Oh, you want to go back to the weapon shop?
Yeah,
Ignis, why exactly were you wanting to go to the weapon store real quick?
I'd like to get me some flexible weapons.
Okay, fair enough. Ignis wants to go off and go to the weapon store real quick to find his thing. We could split up the party a little bit.
Yeah, I doubt too much could happen in that short of a distance.
Yeah, you're both in the same district, so if you guys want to do like a 2-and-2 thing, or...
We've already had our one Marauder attack for the day. We'll be fine.
Okay, so how about this? As a suggestion, Barry and Chimo go off and investigate places where you can get potion ingredients, and Ignis and Joseph go down to the weapon store.
Sounds fine with me if Chimo don't mind me coming along.
Joseph would also like to see if there's any more piercing bullet rounds.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I could pay for like all your bullets. I have like over 500.
Yep, he's been hoarding.
Yeah, fucking showboat. Well, at least I can't say Joseph is as bad as money as Barry is, because the man is always broke.
That is true.
Because I'm constantly buying y'all shit. Of my own volition, I'm not complaining.
You don't need to.
It's in character for Barry.
Oh no.
We have a right to say no.
Well, it's a right that's not always afforded to y'all, just because Barry sometimes does shit without asking.
Oh.
We say no and put our foot down, and then he just strong arms us and throws us out the shop window.
Throws you out the shop window, follows up with the snack that you said no to. Now take this and enjoy it.
I'm just imagining a Gary, you're gonna finish your dessert and you're gonna like it scenario.
If you don't eat your beets, you can't have any pudding.
Chimo, you are going to take this bottle of water and you are gonna stay hydrated.
But I wanted Sprite! Water! Now!
Okay, well, she wanted Sprite. I'd get her Sprite. It's just kind of the point.
All right. So here's the deal. On your way out, Harken does hand you a small list of places where they know potion ingredients are normally acquired from. And among them, it lists places like the red domain's plantations, the green domain's fields, the violet domain, obviously, as far as potion ingredients. But as far as the glass bottles, you've got the manufacturing facility in the essentials district and the glass blower in the business district. Given that you wanted to stay close to each other relatively, I guess the first place to go would be the glass blowers. Would that be okay with you?
That sounds correct. We'll wait for Chimo to chime in.
So, Chimo, based on the information I gave you, it looks like the closest place to start would be the glass blower. Is that okay with you? All right. So we'll do the glass blower bit first, and then we'll go back to the weapons store. Deal?
Yeah.
All right.
It gives me time to find the list at the very least.
Sure. So, the Glassblowers building is a relatively normal-looking building. It's another red brick building just like the blacksmith's building. And inside is relatively antique style. You see shelves upon shelves covered in glass statues and bottles and other intricate designed items, including what looks like glass wind chimes. And behind the counter, in the middle, is a wombat man with long blonde hair tied back into a ponytail and a tie-dye t-shirt, his gold name tag reading Riley.
So Chimo, how do you want to do this? I assume you kind of want to take the lead since you'll investigation and all.
Okay. She's going to take a look around real quick and see if she can find anything of interest in the building itself. That makes perfect sense. In that case, could you give me a quick investigate roll?
And Barry also take a look around, see if we're looking around.
Of course, you're basically following her lead.
Yeah, exactly. I love making flat notice rolls.
Well, don't worry about it. Chimo's got a 0 investigate as well.
Again, it's not a session without some garbage rolls.
Okay, well, Barry didn't see shit. But Chimo rolled a 1.
These are very well-made glass bottles.
Yep. The shelves are all fairly well stocked. They all look handmade, and there are a few more professional-looking ones than others. And you do find a shelf exclusively dedicated to bottles, specifically potion bottles, and the number of those appears to be less than anywhere else in the store. So at the very least, someone is acquiring them. And it looks like in good numbers. So now that you have this information, what would you like to do now?
I'm to open up a third notepad for this is Barry's investigative notepad. Don't worry, Barry. You do all the questioning. Barry's going to be your note taker.
So you're just going to continue to investigate. So taking a break from that for a moment, we'll bounce over to Ignis and Joseph.
All right.
I keep hearing a rooster crowing.
Oh, that's probably my end.
Okay. Want to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
No, that's just Sunny.
Funny.
You know, Sonny is pissed that we've been gone for as long as we have.
All right. Well, when you reach the weapons store, the red brick building is exactly the way you left it. All the damage, all the bullet holes, it's all exactly the same. And when you walk in the door, you see Jarrus polishing a revolver. Well, look who it is, my favorite customers.
Why, hello there. We're basically just here to get some things.
You wanted to mainly look for something to make you more versatile, and I'm here to check if you got any stock of those bullets.
Oh, the Pearson ammo. Ooh. Not gonna lie, might be a little short on that. Let me check. All the racks, which used to be full of used weapons, are borderline barren. The large number of basic swords, pistols, knives, and rifles are almost completely empty, and almost all the ammo for them are gone from the case.
Joseph does notice this, and he will point it out immediately. This place used to be packed to the brim like a glorified zombie survival bunker, and now it's just barren. Have a large sale, or...
Funny story about that. The store got raided by Marauders. They wanted to steal every weapon I had, but when they found out I now buy and sell from the Thunder Force, they straightened up right quick. Now I got a ton of regular customers, business is booming, and I got myself a new business partner.
Whoa, no.
I mean, in all fairness, those piercing rounds you gave me for my sniper here, they've been putting in a lot of work. Shot 2 off of a motorcycle that was chasing us earlier.
Very nice. Oh, speaking of which, look who decided to finally show up. And the front door to the store opens up, and in steps Lind, carrying a deep blue duffel bag.
Okay.
Of course.
Well, what a wonderful surprise to see you again.
I wasn't expecting to see you here after the incident at the Black Domain. Everything all taken care of and wrapped up over there?
Lind walks over to the counter and drops down his duffel bag. Well, as it happens, everything appears to be healing just fine. Master Cassius is doing well. I finally have my own business to run. And speaking of which, I had to do some inventory before I got on duty, partner. Otherwise, I would have been here sooner. He unzips the duffel bag, revealing it to be full of used weapons.
That actually explains everything.
Now that I think on it more, Joseph will walk up next to Lind. So, you traverse around the city in the shadows, correct?
Correct.
So there's been some incidents in regards to the Gecko brothers. You wouldn't happen to know anything about some shady potion dealings that have been going on in the darkest sections of the city, would you?
Well, say I just might. What would you be willing to exchange for such information?
Well, name your price. I'm sure I got the cash, or I'm sure I have something else you might be interested in.
Give me a contacts roll and see what he's willing to give you based on that.
A contact. I do not think I have contacts, so this
You
will
do
be
not. It's a straight roll.
Yep.
I don't think any of us have
Oh.
contacts.
Nope, you don't.
It is a 1, damn.
That's still a positive.
Yeah.
He offers to give you the information you're looking for 40Z.
That's half of my Z, so I can just...
No. I'll pay it.
Damn, we got the new Barry over here.
Listen. I have so much Z and nothing to spend with, aside from the weapons. But details.
All right. The Gecko Brothers Brewing Company's been having their potions stolen, correct?
That's what we've been theorizing.
From what I understand, it's being resold under a unique business.
And I would assume you would also at least know the major parts of the city where their activity has been on and off the most.
Oh, their activities have been all over the city. They're operating out of the business, the essential, the gated, you name it, they're there.
Makes sense. A scandal like that, if it was isolated in one area, would be found out immediately.
I did find one piece of information you might find interesting. The Gecko Brothers had a contract they were planning on redeeming with the hospital for selling their potions directly to help with this gold dust shenanigans. But as a result, they don't have the ability to redeem it. I'd recommend you investigate the hospital if you're looking for answers. There might be something there.
Well, if it's coming from you, we may as well take it. You haven't steered us incorrectly despite your gangly appearance.
And Jarrus chimes back in. You know, I love that you guys are so happy-go-lucky, but this is a business. Did you guys want to buy something, or are you just here to shoot the breeze?
We are here to buy something, we just need to ask your business partner here about some things.
Well, I did manage to find another box of that Pierce ammo you love so much. And he places it on the counter. 12Z.
Joseph will pay the 12Z.
All right. And Ignis, you were interested in finding a new weapon.
Yeah, one I have my eye on is the spear, since it is a flexible and throwing weapon. Like I could use more throwing projectiles, especially since I don't think I can use any guns, since it kind of clashes with what I'm trying to do.
I mean, if you want to go for the full Robin Hood aesthetic, I'm sure you can find crossbows somewhere.
I think I might go with a light crossbow and Morningstar. If I want to go for a couple of spears, then I might go for it. But as of right now, the Morningstar is going to be like my first naturally 3 damage weapon, I believe.
Yes. Not including your sword.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll get 1 Morning Star and 1 light crossbow?
Yeah,
All right, and you'll need some ammo for that crossbow.
that I do.
Okay, so ordinarily you'd be buying them brand new off the rack, but given circumstances, you're going to be buying them used. You can get both for 30Z.
Okay. Wait, total?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You're buying them used.
Well, yeah, fair, but still.
Yeah. I'm willing to be flexible on this. The ammo is going to be the only detail you'll need to worry about, and they sell crossbow bolts in boxes of 10, so it's going to be 10 more Z if you buy them.
Okay, then yeah, I'll buy them.
All right. And from his own shelf, he grabs a box of 10 crossbow bolts.
All right. And now, how much would this be?
That'll be 40Z.
All right. Ignis just gonna pull out the 40Z and then just hand it to him.
Pleasure doing business.
You too.
All right, so I guess that's all you guys needed?
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys will reconvene with the two of them in just a minute. So we're going to hop back over to Chimo and Barry. So your continued investigation hasn't revealed anything unique or interesting other than what you already knew. The wombat behind the counter smiles and puts down his glass bottle that he was currently polishing. Good afternoon, sir. I've been assigned by the king of this island to check all facilities if they operate correctly. You know, annual checkup thing. Everything so far seems all right, which is great, but I also need to take a look into your documents if you give your employees fair payment. I don't need long for this check, I promise. And Riley behind the counter smiles wider, reaches underneath his counter, and pulls out a bunch of stacks of paper. One stack is full of employment records, one stack is full of pay stubs and paychecks that he's doled out, including full documented records of where it came from, and inventory shipments, including buyers and sellers. Here's all the documents. Take as long as you need. Give me an academics roll to see if you find anything of note in any of these records.
I assume Barry does much the same.
If you want to.
I mean, I'm here helping.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna let Chimo do all the work. I'm just here to watch. No, I will.
Okay, a 4 and a 5. That's actually pretty good rolls, all things considered. So,
We're smarter than we are observative. Observative, that's the word. Thank you, Manashi.
No worries. Okay, well, through the documentation, you find that there aren't very many employees in this store. It looks like it's basically just 3 people, including Riley himself. The pay rate appears to be about the same. Basic employees get 3Z an hour as opposed to him, who gets 5. But there is one thing that comes up when it comes to their distribution records. When you look through that, you see that there are only 2 companies that they sell their potion bottles to. Gecko Brothers Brewing and Calem's Critters. Other than that, all their other sales appear to just be regular walk-ins and buys.
I feel like that would imply that whoever it is we're trying to track down just kind of walked in and bought a bunch of bottles in bulk.
Good possibility. She pockets the piece of paper that had that information on it, which she might think will be good for the Thunder Force. All right, so now that you have that piece of information, would you say that your investigation here is complete?
I, as Barry, would like to do something.
What would that be?
Is there anything particular in the records within the past month regarding, like, big bulk purchases on a walk-in? Like, Barry would just be looking at the past month, because that seems to be the time frame of this whole of all the shenaniganery.
Let's see. As far as you can tell, most of the individual walk-in purchases have just been a couple of bottles here and there. The only people who've been buying in bulk have been Calem's Critters and Gecko Brothers Brewing. She walks back with the documents to the counter to give them back. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. Everything looks fine, and you can keep your doors open for another year. And she immediately walks out.
Barry follows behind her.
By this point, Joseph and Ignis will meet back up with your group.
Gentlemen,
So how'd it go?
Oh. I think I'm starting to rub off on you, boy. Like, come on now.
All right, so
Okay, so Joseph, Ignis, here's what we got thus far, right? We went through the records of the Glassblower, and the only companies he sells to on the regular is Calem's Critters and Gecko Brothers and the Gecko Brothers. No other company is on the records. And I went through, and in my mind, I found that suspicious. So I went through the records for the last month of like just individual walk-in purchases. Good grief. You can tell I barely sipped my coffee in real life. It's still sitting over there. I'm gonna have it with lunch, regardless. And there wasn't really anything of note. All the individual walk-in purchases were just one or two here or there, which would mean that if he's selling potion bottles to our mystery company, it's either off the books or he's just not.
Huh. I see.
Well, we got quite the lead as well before you continue. We managed to meet a certain 8-legged pal of yours, Barry.
Oh, dude, not. I barely made it to the stage where I call him an associate.
Lind made an appearance at the gun store because he does a bit of a delivery service, and well, given how
Of course he does.
given how he roams around in the shadows all over the city, we managed to get a clue from him about more of, well, the shady business activity. The lead he told us to go with is at the hospital. The Gecko brothers had a contract with the hospital, but yet they can't deliver on it, so that contract can never be redeemed. Which honestly sounds like a case of saboteur, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I have to go talk with Harken immediately. She does want to drop off this information to Harken, which is in the Essentials District right with the hospital. So you could hit the hospital on the way.
True.
Does that sound like a good plan to everybody?
No, before we do, Ignis is just gonna pull out his 2 new toys that he got, just to show it off. I also managed to get my hands on these.
Oh, nice.
I was thinking on a spear, but then I got my eye on this crossbow here.
Alright. Always good to have a ranged option.
Yeah, I'm not really versatile with ranged weapons, but this might be a new thing to try out.
Alright, so the hospital facility appears to be roughly the same. Thankfully, the overturned ambulance is no longer even in the parking lot, which means it's still fully functional. Thank you for that, by the way, Barry.
Of course.
Inside looks relatively the same. Not too many people walking around. Plenty of nurses and scrubs, obviously. And you can smell what smells like a fresh-cooked hospital breakfast, which, for once, smells appetizing.
Barry's like, hey. Barry's like, point at this one individual walking down the hallway. Doesn't that individual down there look kind of like I've seen this person before?
From one of the side halls, you spot a familiar-looking ram man in a black leather jacket and rounded sunglasses, grinning ear to ear.
I can only think of one. What? I can only think of one ram man. Are you serious, Nanashi?
It would appear so.
Oh, great. I wonder how he ended up here.
Do you approach?
I swear to everything if he got released on bail.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, there's only one option to do.
I mean, if we either talk to him or we don't.
Alright, so
Well, we might as well talk and see, so he could be a good lead.
Or it could be a righteous pain in the ass.
well, he sees you coming and does nothing about it, going so far as to grin even wider seeing you approach. Well, look who it is, my favorite little assholes.
Right
Like
back at
point out that everything that happened to you, you started it.
Yeah. I've heard worse, you fucking walking fur coat.
Chimo steps ahead with her sword drawn. First off, how did you get off from prison? And second, I will send you right back in or cut you open here on the floor. Oh, and don't worry, Lucky, I will let the nurses know that they should let you bleed out. And when he sees her approach with that sword, he puts both hands up, one holding a very large, loud sack of coin. Well, that's not very smart, trying to start a fight in the middle of a hospital, surrounded by sick people and medical professionals.
Chimo, as much as I don't like him, I think he might be onto something. If he's free, then probably on a technicality, but still legally, so I don't think starting a fight is in our best interest.
He gives you the biggest, toothiest grin he can generate.
Oh, I believe you me, I still would like to wipe that smile off your face, so don't even start with it.
What are you doing free in the hospital anyway?
I'm here on business, nothing more.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Respectfully, shouldn't you be behind bars? We're pretty sure we had a pretty significant hand in that.
He reaches into his coat pocket, pulling out a small stack of papers. You know, it's the darndest thing. The night I went to jail, I got approached by some new business with advice to file for a work release. It got approved the next morning with the condition I maintain a job and become a productive member of society. And guess which business just happened to be hiring?
Probably a potion selling business if I had to guess.
You hit the nail on the head with those meaty hands of yours.
Yeah, I'm very good at it.
So I noticed.
I guess you just keep your nose to the grindstone, make sure I don't have to hit you on the head next.
Honestly, wait, hold up. He just admitted to working for the potion business we were looking into. Are you all thinking what I'm thinking?
I smell a rat.
I think what you smell is a sheep.
Barry, if you grab him and haul him away from prying eyes, I think I'd like to take his horns, see if he screams the
Well-
information out for us.
Well, we're in a very public space, and that kind of goes outside the realm of legality that I'm trying very hard to stay within, as much as I don't like him.
It would be illegal if he died on the spot, but sure.
He actually hands you the papers that he was holding on to. See for yourself, it's all legal. Among the papers that he handed you includes a 20-page document explaining the terms of his work release, receipts for restaurants dated up to the day of his release, a contract for potion sales with a business titled DISINJURY, and a list of residential names and addresses with a sheet of postage stamps.
Huh.
Oh, the postage stamps are probably deliveries he's getting ready to make.
If that's how that's working, then that would explain how the potions are getting around. She sheathes her sword in frustration and goes a step back. If I ever meet you outside of these walls, or if you make trouble again, or still work with the Marauders, then I'm going to kill you for real. Next time, there's no prison for you. And Lucky just smirks at her. Oh, I'm sure you would love to lop my head off in the middle of this pathway, but I'm sorry, I have somewhere to be.
Joseph will grab his arm. While you do have places to be, you still have info we're looking for. And I don't think the papers will be enough.
In front of witnesses, I'm shocked.
Trust me, I've done a lot worse in front of people before. 90 years will do that to you.
He turns to you and meets you eye to eye, pulling down his sunglasses. You know, I'd love to play 20 question with all you assholes, but I'm on the clock, so if you'll excuse me. He yanks his arm right out of your grip and heads for the exit.
God, I would have loved to have punched him in the stomach there and make him throw up on the floor.
Yeah. My hands are tied, though. He's out legally. I looked over his papers.
I assume Lucky is still in view, correct?
He is.
I'm going to use Vulture's sign on him.
All right, give me a roll then.
An investigation roll?
Yeah.
Barry's gonna like kind of get down on y'all's level and talk quietly, guys. We got a bigger problem, by the way. His work release was signed by the three head honchos of the Thunder Force, Jensen, Valios, and Harken.
Huh.
Anyway, I'm gonna make the Vulture sign roll while I'm able to do it. That is an eight.
Damn. +8 to track Lucky.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay, you know what? That is an excellent roll. I have to give you something good for that. So, Lucky leaves the door, and over this course of the next few minutes, it looks like he is heading toward the center of the Essentials District.
Joseph will look back at the group. I got a lock on him, and he's moving to the Essentials District. Got a bird's eye view on him.
I'm more concerned about the fact that all three of the Thunder Force head honchos signed on him getting out. I feel like that can't be right. That had to have been forged or something.
Well, we'll find out more when we track him. Keep at a distance or he'll get suspicious.
Well, actually, don't forget that Barry does, in fact, have a map of the city. You can point out where.
Oh, actually, you know what? Actually, wait a minute. Damn, the
I-
vultures
I-
are out
I-
for real. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know vulture sign was so literal.
But yeah, I assumed it was implied Joseph already did that. But yeah, he will point out the location that he is seeing Lucky right now. Also, love the bird sounds. They're really adding to the scene.
It really does.
For real.
Adding into that, the location that Joseph points out on the map matches the roundabout location that Ignis tracked Buckethead to, as you are so inclined to call him.
Anyway, Nanashi, what would you rather us call him, Buckethead or Clanker?
I don't really care.
I like Buckethead as a nickname because I came up with that nickname based. There's this YouTube show where they play Pathfinder, and one of the characters just literally wears a cylindrical metal helmet, and he has called himself Buckethead as in character, which I thought was hilarious, and that's what this reminded me of.
Buckethead versus Siren Head, who wins?
Oh, Buckethead. Buckethead throws bombs. At least in the other game. Probably not this one. And this one he uses electricity, which is arguably more concerning. Anyways, can Barry remember if any of the postage from the stamps were within the area? Or wait. Okay, hold on. Rephrasing the question because I just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
The postage stamps are for the deliveries, right?
So it would appear.
Did the postage stamps have a return address?
They did not, and all the addresses on the list that he gave appear to be residential addresses. No concrete pattern.
I thought I cooked so hard with that. What do you mean they don't have return addresses?
The postage stamps do not have addresses. You write return addresses on the envelopes themselves.
Dude, I thought. Well, yeah, but this is boxes of potion. Isn't that typically all on one label?
Usually, yes, but postage stamps themselves are not part of that label usually. That's for international shipping and such.
Damn it. I thought I
You had something going there. I'm gonna give you a moment of applause for that one.
I thought that was such a genius move.
So, you currently have 2 points of contention. Clearly something's going on with the Thunder Force, and this information needs to be relayed, and something's up at the post office, and you have 2 different people heading to that location. What do you want to do?
So we could either go do all that, or, there is also maybe still questioning around here at the hospital. I feel like that's kind of a moot point when these 2 leads are more pressing. I feel like we need to go talk to Harken because this is some fucked up shit.
Well, would you like to split the team up again?
I'm of the opinion I think we need to go talk to Harken, because Lucky should not be roaming the streets. And I kinda doubt that Jensen Valios or Harken would have signed off on that. Which to me says one of 2 things. Either they're all traitors, or someone above even them is in fact the mole.
Yeah,
which I don't know how possible that would be, because to my memory, they were kind of the 3 highest officers in the Thunder Force.
They are the commanders, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Yeah, about to say, Nanashi, would you confirm?
They are the top.
Yeah.
The only people that are technically above them would be the people in actual parliament.
Yeah.
So they either signed off and are most definitely the moles, or their names or their signatures were forged.
Both of which are incredible problems, but we need to figure out which one, because both of those problems have 2 very, very different methods of solving.
All right, so agreed. You guys are going to head down to the Thunder Force office then?
Yeah, I think that's the move we need.
Yeah, Joseph will still have complete full tracking of Lucky. If he does do anything, Joseph will inform you all.
All right. We'll go straight down to the Thunder Force office itself. Chimo bursts into the door. I need the highest commander to talk to. This is important. You immediately get the attention of both Jensen and Valios, who walk over to find out what's going on. What seems to be the problem? Could we talk in private real quick without my friends involved? She turns around. Sorry guys, this is Thunder Force only talk at this point.
Technically we were assigned as part of the investigation, so I feel like we count, but sure, if that's really what you want.
While she goes to play super officer, I still have an eye on that certain Ram friend of ours.
I also have business around that area as well.
And while Jensen's talking to Chimo, Valios can hang out with you guys. Care to fill me in on what's going on?
We have a big problem. A concerning one at that.
Jensen will talk to Chimo privately. Why the hell is this goddamn Ram Lucky out of prison? He's the leader of the Marauders and tried to kill us actually twice. Oh, and he also seems to be involved in that shady potion stuff. And Jensen is just reeling over all the information you dumped on top of her. Whoa, hang on. If Lucky's out of prison, that's a whole separate matter. Let me take a look into that first. Why would he be out of prison? She immediately reaches into a file cabinet and looks for any documentation with Lucky and pulls out a document with the name Levi Ardiak.
That's his real name? I mean, I figured Lucky wasn't the real name, but come on.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yes, there was a work release file for his name. A work release requires all 3 commanders' signatures, and there they are, but I don't remember. Holy shit. She immediately storms out the door with Chimo in hand and holds up a document for Levi Ardiak right in front of Valios. These signatures are forged.
I had a feeling as soon as she went like, oh shit.
She puts it down on a nearby table and points out, they got Harken's name right, but I'd recognize both of our handwriting anywhere. My cursive is much tighter than this, and Valios, you have a really bad habit of writing very small.
Who would go out of their way to forge all of your signatures, get that through clearance just to process him out of prison?
Chimo clenches her fists. I am going to behead Lucky personally.
Personally speaking, I think that's too generous even for him. If you want, with all that magic crap, you could turn him into a biological wishbone to pull apart.
Valios crosses his arms and thinks. My guess is that Mole in the Thunder Force is responsible for this. They'd have to have intimate knowledge of all 3 of us to get it this close. I'm going to the courthouse immediately to get this revoked. And Jensen chimes in. I'm going with you. In the meantime, continue your investigation. I have a feeling Lucky will likely be waiting at the tail end of it all, so be prepared to perform another arrest, Chimo.
Well, I have him tracked down and locked in place. He isn't going to be escaping from me anytime soon, so we can make this arrest as quick as we can.
And Chimo says, understood. Zivit needs to head out because it's past 7 p.m. for him, and he needs to eat something before he goes and does his event. That's perfectly fine. You have done a fantastic job on this investigation as a whole, and I will make sure that the accreditation that you deserve is delivered appropriately. What are you guys going to do now?
Well, yeah, I know me and Chimo's plan was to just go and apprehend Lucky, and I still have him tracked down in the city, so...
Alright, so I guess that's where you guys are headed?
Yep.
Third time in this goddamn fucking month now we've been here, Lucky. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, furry?
Fucking hell. Alright, well, you guys head down to the post office that's being tracked. The wide yet short brick building has a half-glass storefront with 2 main rooms, the left room being the actual counter space and the right room being P.O. boxes. There's a parking lot behind it that mimics the one out front, except larger for the mail trucks sitting behind it, and you do see one of those mail trucks is currently tipped over.
Well, that's not an unsettling sign at all.
Yeah.
Just more of the same. Now, the counter inside is ran by a brown and white jackrabbit man wearing a full brown mail carrier outfit, hat and all, framed by a pair of short, pale brown antlers. His gold name tag stating Kaito. Hi, how can I help you?
Well, first off, you can hand over your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
Nice.
Give us the ghost rare, you bitch!
I'm sorry, I've been very Yu-Gi-Oh! Brained lately. Couldn't-
No, it's perfectly
I could not
fine, man.
resist.
It's perfectly fine.
Could not physically resist. It was just so good.
Don't even worry about it. I was debating on what his name was going to be. By the way, if it wasn't obvious, he's a jackalope.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Of course.
So, you got him right in front of you. What are you going to do?
What happened there?
Marauder attack, same as everyone else.
Figured as much.
And then actually, how big of a truck are we talking? Is it just like one of them small like mail trucks or?
It's one of those single passenger mail trucks, the kind you see driving around pretty much everywhere.
Oh, dude. Very probably flip that back over one-handed. Let me get a crack at it.
Okay, you rolled a 4 on, I assume, your physique attempt to try and straighten out that truck?
Yes.
You succeed very easily.
One-handed. Light work,
Just-
no reaction.
Joseph will continue. I assume the flipped over truck was most definitely fairly recent. If it was, and I'm correct on that assumption, did you see if there were any others with Lucky? Or better yet, did he loudly proclaim why he did the thing he did, which is a weird habit he has?
Who's Lucky?
White Ram dude.
Oh, that jackass? Yeah, I've seen him around town a couple of times. He's come through here dropping off packages now and again.
Yeah, those packages.
William,
He's supposed
shut
Dude, what are you doing to those birds?
I'm doing.
the bird.
Raven, are you
Look at a
sure
bird
you didn't put the vulture sign on the wrong person?
No, this is something else.
Hold on. I'm pretty
Dear
sure I'm alone by
God.
myself. I'm pretty sure I'm alone, so I'm moving inside. Hold on.
Thank you.
Shut.
Shut up! Shut up!
Like, earlier it was just like the occasional just but like that time it was just constant stream of birds.
All right. Well, let's try this again. So, what were you going to say?
Well, yeah, those packages are part of a shady potion business, and we are currently on the lookout for him. He shouldn't even be out of prison. Actually, we're about to apprehend him as we speak.
By the way, Joseph, your vulture sign declares that he is definitely somewhere on the premises.
Joseph's orange eye will glow brighter, and he's definitely somewhere around here. So.
You suddenly hear the door behind you open, and in steps an identically uniformed brown wolf girl with sunglasses, and she looks very displeased. By the way, it's the same wolf girl from the volcano domain that you passed by.
Ah, how lovely.
She doesn't even acknowledge your group being there. She just walks into the side door located by the P.O. boxes and slams it hard enough to rattle the cardboard boxes behind Kaido. And Kaido just hangs his head a bit and sighs. Please excuse Coco, she is exhausted. We all are. There's been an insane influx of package deliveries lately.
And I know what they're most definitely being used for, which is why I'm here. Now, to apprehend a certain goat on my radar currently, Joseph is going to attempt to look around.
Chimo pulls out her Thunder Force badge and presents it to Kaido. We're here for an investigation. Stay out of our way. And Kaido immediately throws his hands up in the air. Okay, I'm not going to argue with Thunder Force. Do whatever you need to do.
Don't worry, we'll try and keep property damage to a bare minimum. It's a joke, will you laugh, bud? Come on. I know it's a bit tense right now, but you know, there's always a time for a good joke.
Honestly, it's not the property I'm really worried about. I'm more so worried about how I'll be able to even restrain myself when I see him.
Barry sees what his eyes are doing. Quietly is like mouths and points to the door. Just, is he back there? Like mouthing quietly.
Kaido, very wide-eyed, nods very slowly and carefully.
I'm gonna get the rest of them attention. Just be like, finger press the lips, points at the door.
Okay, well, Vulture's sign can allow me to see through walls on my target Hitman style, so... because I should be able to see, not exactly the interior, but definitely the highlight of Lucky if he's in another room.
He does appear to be in a different room, but wherever he is, it is pitch black.
Anyway, Joseph will walk over and move aside. Joseph will open the...
Well, first off, in order to get to the door he's indicating, you have to go through the office space, which is a long yet narrow room occupied by a large series of packages across the back wall, a grid of semi-empty letter separators on the left, and a pair of wooden doors on the right, one stating basement and the other stating P.O. box room. Front half of the building is almost entirely post office supplies, but in the back half is a little lounge area for the employees, where you see Coco and two other post office employees slumped over a table in the back, clearly a break area, and are surrounded by empty energy drink cans. The location he was indicating was the basement door.
Barry's gonna grab the knob gently and just quietly mouth on 3, and with his other hand do a 3, 2, 1, burst through the door.
The basement itself is about the same size as the entire upstairs, if not a little lower on the ceiling, and is very dimly lit, but relatively clean, with a few tables in the middle, and you do see some lights that you can turn on.
Dark or not, Joseph would still be able to make him out, so that will also be very helpful.
Well, from what you can tell, he is somewhere in this room, but somehow he has done a very good job making sure you cannot find him easily. Wherever it is in this room.
Barry will flip the light switch on,
And you see a discarded jacket lying on the ground. It's Lucky's jacket.
Yeah, Barry's gonna look to Joseph because Joseph is a bit better at this tracking stuff.
Hit him with the eagle vision, baby. It's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I will do an investigate roll to see if I can pinpoint more accurate.
Perfectly fine. Give me an investigate roll, buddy. Let's see what you can do this time.
That is a 5.
That's fine. It's still more than enough to find what you need. So, as far as the room itself is concerned, there are several cut strings littered across the floor, a few unused cardboard boxes, and one bound-up group of cardboard boxes that are waiting to be used. There's a series of empty packaging tape rolls and a metal trash can in the back, and several long empty paper rolls, only one with a little bit of brown paper left. This appears to be where they make their packages. But there's a wooden crate in the corner that does not look like it belongs, and the lid is slightly ajar.
Joseph is going to walk over to the crate.
Do you open it?
Wait.
I assume he can tell he is already there, so he is going to open it and be very much prepared.
Inside the box is full of healing potions in the exact shape and size of the potion store's design.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, we found the supply.
Yup.
Where's Lucky though?
Right here. And he's at the top of the staircase. In his arms is the jackalope man Kaido, and he is holding a gold dagger to his throat.
How the fuck?
No, I figured you were gonna be up to something, you little shit.
Lucky grins wide, sweat dripping down his forehead. You take another step without my authentication, Bunny Boy is dead.
You can't exactly hide Lucky, so you're out of options.
Chimo is enraged. She is ready to cut a bitch.
Out of character. What if we just walk him down? Because here's the thing, even if he does stab Kaido, there's health potions right there.
Joseph was about to point that out. Do let me continue. Now you can either walk back down here and we can kick your ass respectively like the past 2 times. Or you stab Kaido, who we just heal with the plentiful of healing potions here, and you try to escape from me. And trust me, the vulture always sees where you're at. So,
Hey, Lucky, it smells like you're out of options.
you stab him, we simply bring him back, or we shoot out your kneecaps, or you deal with Barry, and he's got quite the strong grip for just one-arming people.
And right when you say that phrase, Joseph, you feel something metallic and round pressed against the dense center of your spine. And you hear a warbling voice say, "Quicker than I anticipated. Unfortunate."
I thought that DM was. I thought the cavalry was coming. Oh.
Joseph cannot see this, but the other 3 people can. There's a man in an open front, tight-fitting black leather long coat over a blue compression suit style turtleneck, gloves in a matching blue with black knuckles, and an egg-shaped black helmet with a spade symbol on the forehead holding a letter A. And the gun he's holding has a golden-colored slide.
Well, what do we got here? A goddamn comedian. I hope you're quick on the draw, because there's Chimo there, Ignis there, who can easily outscale Lucky, and I don't think your bullets are gonna be that effective against Mr. Big Bicep over there.
I don't need them to be effective against him. I need them to be effective against you, long enough for him to get away with the product.
So it's me you're really worried about,
You're funny to think that I'm worried about you in general.
and I'm supposed to be insulted, big man?
No, you're supposed to shut up. Lucky, grab the product and leave. I got them.
Oh, believe you me, Joseph don't ever shut up.
I got a bunch of war stories to tire you out. I have the endurance.
While you're waxing philosophic, or waxing idiotic, whatever term you want to use, you see Lucky very carefully inch his way toward the crate of potions with that knife still in hand and with Kaido still in arm's reach.
Is there a plan we can do to get the shooter off of here? Or is this just a
That's a
cutscene?
very good question.
You're welcome to make an attempt.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? I am a little concerned because this person. You see, here's the thing. I thought Thunder Force was coming for Lucky, but since it was this guy is either Thunder Force or ex Thunder Force. And quite frankly, I still have suspicions that this is Harken, because Nanashi spoke in the same tone of voice.
It's because I
Harken
can't
speak.
modify my voice, dude. Like I said
Right.
before, the voice coming from the helmet is warbled.
Right.
I'm
very,
just saying
okay,
mine
very
is male.
distinctly voice modulated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
we're
we
not
can't
voice
tell.
actors.
Okay.
yeah, I'm not a voice
okay.
actor. I'm not a voice actor.
That's completely fair and reasonable. I as a player still suspect that this is Harken. Very probably.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out then.
But yeah, we're gonna need to do something because ain't no way they're getting out of here.
Well, that depends. Do you want to risk trying to do something and have poor Kaido have his neck cut open?
Probably.
put us in a
If he went for the jugular, then Kaido would probably bleed out before we could get a health potion to him.
And
That's the
I'm sure
problem.
I'm sure Chimo could do some sneaky ice magic though in coordination with the others.
Yeah. Well, the problem is we can't really coordinate.
Yeah, and don't forget, this guy appeared in the room somehow, and you didn't even know he was here.
Yeah, it was a flash of lightning.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's got to be our Thunder Force mole. We just don't know who's behind the mask.
Which means he's fast enough to probably keep up with or counter what some of the stuff you guys make the attempt for. I'm just making sure here. Are you sure you want to risk it? Or do you just want to let the potions go and hope he lets them go?
Probably
We,
not
we don't have
matter.
a choice.
Concerned. Bury on instinct ducks?
From the corner of your eye, you see a letter opener fly through the air and embed itself into Lucky's shoulder.
Herculean hold! Herculean hold! Now's the moment!
You taking the opportunity to grab him? You got that opportunity, man. Give me a roll.
No, Lucky just got stabbed in the shoulder. Now's the moment. Perfect! No, I am not. Oh, well, okay, we'll wait and see. But there's a good chance I'm using a fate point on that. Lucky is not.
Actually, I'm
perfectly
giving him a
balanced.
minus because he is distracted due to the letter opener sticking out of his left shoulder bone.
Fair, yeah.
It's a distraction. It's a legitimate distraction. Yeah, you
Yes,
succeed.
So you two are gonna have to handle Spade here.
You grabbed him, and in your grip, he dropped his knife onto the floor.
Kaido, run!
And Kaido makes a mad dash, but the person behind Joseph has moved and, quote-unquote, teleported in front of the staircase, blocking his exit.
Ignis pulls out his crossbow and attempts to shoot the man.
He's going to use his reaction to this and grab the crossbow, pointing it upwards so you can't shoot him anymore, and then just bop you in the nose.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's a stunt. But
Yeah, I
actually,
figured.
see, here's the thing. It's not like it actually matters now, though, because the second he does that, somebody else has entered the room. Coco, the wolf woman, just jumped on his back and is now wringing his neck.
Joseph will take this opportunity to charge up and kick the dude in the stomach.
Give me an attack roll to see how hard you kick him.
just be holding
Yeah,
Lucky
you're-
in a rear naked choke in the background.
Okay,
Just the
you
funniest
said-
thing in the world.
Yeah, fight is a +2. Okay, we can make this work.
Let's see. This guy
That's a
is...
4.
That's fine. Okay, that's actually pretty good. He is severely distracted due to the fact that he's got a psychotic wolf woman attacking him from behind. Shit. Yeah, you kick him hard enough to knock the wind out of his stomach, and he swings forward on instinct, his helmet cracking on the table and shattering open partially.
Oh. Part of me wants to do a kick of my own, just cuz.
Now's the time.
Well, before you do, though, inside the helmet, you see dark fur, possibly brown or black, and there is a deep brown left eye with a small rounded scar underneath it.
Bitch, it is Harken. Granted, Barry probably doesn't see it, but it is. Holy crap.
I assume given how Joseph is close to it, he can easily make it out.
You see you see that face, but before you have a chance to do anything else, the man's body suddenly starts lightening up bright silver, and he basically performs a flashbang maneuver.
Wait. Oh, can I attempt to gold magic that? I know technically I'm distracted with Lucky, but like.
You know what? You're welcome to make the attempt.
I'm just gonna go ahead and like level 3 this, because I don't know what he's doing, and I want to make sure I hinder him as much as physically possible. What was the mana cost for level 3s again?
Go ahead and make your attempt. Since it's a reaction, that's something you can do.
Right.
Okay, the roundhouse kick to the stomach though has got to be the funniest thing I've been able to do.
If that doesn't work, then for cinematic purposes, like we're still gonna have him like go away anyways. But for like cinematic purposes, well, I do just want to do like the dragon drive anyways. It ain't gonna do anything, but just for cinematic purposes.
Okay, so what's going to happen then is that Barry's going to try and use one of his hands while still holding on to Lucky and cast a level 3 spell while you try to step your way in and hit him with a burning kick, I assume. All right, well, tell you what, you give me an attack roll as well. Okay.
Wait, I did it twice.
It's fine, it's fine. I saw the 3. I see the 3. All right, so you come in and attempt to hit him as well while Barry tries to coat his body in gold magic, which, by the way, Barry, you succeeded on. His body is no longer glowing with silver magic. However...
No, brother, you stay right here.
Oh, shit. However, he does, in fact, perform a physical combat maneuver and takes the woman on his back and throws her into Ignis.
Oh, shit.
So, you prevented him from using his magic, but he still managed to use the bitch as a weapon.
Oh.
In that instance, he throws her not only at you, but also at Joseph, and Chimo charges in with her sword drawn, trying to take a swing at him. And she manages to clip him along the side. I went ahead and made a roll for this. She clipped him on the side. His coat is now on fire. God, I have never done freeform combat like this. This is actually kind of fun.
Like just the rider kick, only to have like someone get tossed into the way.
This person grabs their coat and throws it at Chimo just to try and distract her long enough to run over and grab that crate. Which, by the way, Barry, you're still too physically occupied with Lucky to blocking him from doing this. He grabs the crate, grabs whatever potions he can grab, and makes a mad dash for the exit.
Surely one of y'all trip him or something.
Joseph will attempt to shoot him in the leg.
Give me a shoot roll.
Maybe also, and now might be appropriate time to transfer the mark as a suggestion.
Yeah, that's what I will do. He will mark him, which will cost an MP, and well...
Okay, so are you going to shoot him, or are you going to let him get away so you can track him?
I'm going to shoot him with this, hence why I did it.
Okay, so you're going to use it as the item action it is. Oh, okay.
That will be a 6.
Yep. Alright, you managed to nail his ankle with this.
Remember, Achilles, never aim a fucking gun at the back of my head unless you actually mean to kill me.
But he still manages to get to the top of the staircase and round the corner. And that wolf girl is pissed. From behind her glasses, you can even see just how bloodshot red her eyes are as she makes a mad dash for him as well.
Joseph will try to hold her back.
And she is actively trying to resist you.
I know, I want to chase after him as well, but I have a slight idea of who it might be. And the fast lightning transport, I don't think even you are going to be able to catch him.
She looks at you, looks back at the door, looks back at you, looks back at the door, and by now she's just too frustrated to continue.
You can come get a few licks on this ram bastard.
Joseph, now calming down the wolf girl, will walk up to Lucky. Well now, you slick piece of shit. It seems we found the mole and we found you scurrying here in your own fecal matter. Now, we can do this one of several ways because we've tried to be lenient. We really have. You tell us what we want to know and, maybe you get to keep those horns of yours.
Right when Joseph was saying that, Ignis is gonna pull out his crossbow and pointing at him.
During this entire time, Lucky has been so frustrated and busy, both with the letter opener still jabbed into his shoulder and the gigantic beetle man holding him in place, he hasn't paid attention to a damn thing. and he is flailing in Barry's arms still. So when you say that, he suddenly pauses, still grabbing onto Barry's arm and holding onto it so he doesn't get choked the fuck out. And he's just like, "What are you talking about? Where is Ace?"
Long
Ace.
gone. He done left.
But I shot him in the ankle. Now, what to do with you, because the documentations were forged. You were not supposed to be out of prison.
He's just staring at Joseph. He just left me?
I mean, look around the room. Do you see him?
From one former soldier to a disposable grunt, that's how it is. You were expendable. You get sent back to prison and he gets away with the goodies.
Well, only some of them.
I don't understand. I got out of prison for him. I ran that business flawlessly for him. Why was I left behind?
Well, clearly he doesn't see any use for you anymore.
Either that or he anticipates us to throw you right back in prison again, which he might be able to just bring you out of. But we're not feeling quite so lenient this time, so you better pray that prison is the worst thing that happens to you.
His arms just go completely lax, and he is just staring into space, looking like he just witnessed a murder.
Now do what the soldier says and give us the information that we need to know.
And he just stares up into space. What did I do? What did I do wrong?
Joseph will march up to him, slap him in the face. Like, not meant to be painful, but more so like, snap out of it, soldier.
A nice sobering slap.
Yeah, sobering slap.
Snap out of it, you goddamn asshole. All of these problems happened because you wanted to be some lowly expendable grunt for a jackass who never once gave a damn about you.
And he suddenly glares down at you when you say that. I'm not talking about Ace. I'm talking about his boss. Our boss. Everyone's boss.
That is the information, the tune I'd love to hear.
And he suddenly just redoubles his efforts to try and get out of Barry's chokehold because he's just sick of this. I swore my loyalty to him. I did everything right, and he still abandoned me again.
Joseph will grab Lucky by the scruff of his neck and glare down, taking off his mask to make it more visible. Well, tough shit. Sometimes even the most expendable who do well get left to die or are fucked over. And as a former soldier, I know what it's like to get fucked over by the government you fought hard to fight for. How many people I've killed just to appease them, and after I've lost everyone I loved, they told me to go fuck myself. I can't mourn because it's a weakness, and now you're in a similar boat as me, thinking that they'll just continue kissing your ass when you're not even expendable anymore.
And hearing all of that just knocks the wind right out of his sails all over again. He knows he's caught.
Ignis is finally gonna put down his crossbow.
Barry will
Since
let him
there's no
go.
point
He doesn't seem like he's going nowhere too quickly.
And he falls down onto his hands and knees right in front of you.
Joseph will also get on his knees in front of him to level with him. Now, you can either have a self-pity party for yourself and grieve how used you were, or you can actually shape up, make a difference, and help us kick the ass of the sick son of a bitch who made these fake promises to you.
And he just shakes his head a little, staring at the ground. It doesn't matter. You can't beat him.
I'm a man who tends to make the impossible possible. So try me.
And he just looks up to you, and there's a tear in his eye. You can't beat the Crooked King.
How about you tell us why we can't beat this Crooked King?
And he just looks up to you because he knows everything, everywhere. He is prepared for everything.
Oh, he knows everything everywhere, does he? Barry holds up double middle fingers. Hey, we're ready for you. Come get some.
Ignis joins them.
By this point, Coco has disappeared, and you smell more burning ozone approaching.
Oh, let's hope it's not Ace coming back.
Chimo has also disappeared.
All of Chimo's gone too.
You hear multiple sets of footsteps approaching the door. The Thunder Force has finally arrived.
Uh-huh. Good to see y'all again.
This time headed by Jensen and Valios themselves.
Joseph will walk up to the both of them. We found the rat, but he managed to get away with a few of the supply. I don't think you're gonna like to hear who it is, though.
Jensen, first and foremost, goes, I am more than excited to hear whatever it is that you all have discovered. And Valios marches over to Lucky, and I'm more than excited to find out what information we can get out of this one.
We got a
Already
little
ru-
bit out of him just sitting here, but he seems pretty shattered as a person. so.
I roughened him up with quite the reality check, so he should be more compliable. Though, we managed to get a good look of the dude. We managed to smash parts of it. He was wearing a mask, but we managed to smash parts of it, and well, I believe Harken may be the mole you were after.
But everybody in the room suddenly turns to you when you say that, and Jensen just says, Harken's in the... What? Harken's in the main office over in the Silver Domain.
Are you positive?
And Valios goes, as far as we're aware, that's where he was stationed after this morning.
He had dark fur, a scar on his eye, an uncanny resemblance to Harken, so unless he has a twin brother that we don't know about, he's our best lead at the moment, our prime suspect. Not unless you know a shapeshifter in the city. And trust me, I've seen a lot and wouldn't even put that off the table.
Both of them look at each other and then look at you, and at the same time they say, we're going to investigate. And I think now is probably a good time to end the session.
Yes,
Yeah.
after a finisher like that, after the heart-to-heart of Joseph and Lucky.
Yeah, no, that was too good a point to end on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And hey, I get to use my crossbow for the first time.
You did, even though you didn't get to pull the trigger yet, but, you'll get more opportunities.
Yeah, he pulled an Albert Wesker on your ass, Chief.
Okay.
Whew, that was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gotta wrap this up quickly. I do have stuff to do,
That's
so
fine.
that was a good.
Yeah,
good
I
point.
do have to get ready for work.
That's fine. So we'll go ahead and call this session over here, and we'll pick it up next week.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
I will see
yeah,
you.
and turns out, unbeknownst to me, that I have missed a couple of shifts apparently.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
shit.
So
Yeah, we will see you guys in the next one.
all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.